Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Introducing, from Damser Uptown, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at 43 playable Genshin characters. Here's your fellow Uptown low life, Cornelius. Low. That was that was a little bit longer than usual. I thought rolling away, indeed. How are you doing, Mina? How are you? It's I, your fellow Uptown low life, Cornelius Low, at your service. Right here. So to those who aren't aware of me, yes, indeed, folks, I am indeed an actual IRL professional wrestler turned virtual butler VTuber. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. To the point where, I keep people IRL. I put people into very, very uncomfortable situations, such as this one. Ow! Ooh. Don't breathe this. Don't breathe what's in my palm. Man, do I have an interesting stream for every low. Indeed. Let's actually hop into it immediately, shall we? A Genshin Impact. I wouldn't say a tier list. I know it says here tier maker. I'm using tier maker as a system here, but I don't really use this to say who's the best or who's the worst. Basically, I'm using this almost to categorize. Where does your husbando/waifu fit into what sort of pro wrestler archetype? That'll be the whole gist for this. So, to those who aren't aware, let me just go through how we're going to do this, folks. Firstly, let me explain a little bit about what this is. Firstly, do I even need to explain what Genshin Impact is? It's Genshin Impact. It's like one of the world's biggest games right now. It's like Minecraft but gacha. Is that the right way? Is that the right analogy? I don't feel it is, but it does sometimes feel bigger than Minecraft, at least in my part of the world. Oh my good grief. Basically, it's a gacha game. Takes a lot of inspiration from I was gonna say Wind Waker, but that's not right. Twilight Princess? No, not that one. It's one of the Zelda games. And it is an action RPG. Lots of characters to gacha, and lots of some of them very husbando, some of them very waifu, some of them very just. It's like, oh, you're so cute. I want to oh, you're a little darling. Put you in my pocket and take you around for kai. Ah yes, I just said kai. Why did I say kai? Why did I say kai? That's so lame of me. God. If I'm Damasar Uptown, I swear I'm not that. I'm not. I sound a little bit like a village idiot saying that. Either way, folks, have you folks ever been curious as to what sort of pro wrestler they are? I have, because that's all in my brain 24/7. I don't stop thinking about pro wrestling. It flows in my veins, even when my bones are broken. That sounds kind of morbid, but it is true. I've invested so much time and effort into pro wrestling to the point where I'm actually practicing pro wrestling that I can't help but think about it 24/7. And so I thought to myself, I've had a lot of fun categorizing. In previous iterations of this, I've done a couple of these over before. I've done it with VTubers, I thought to myself, why not do it with iconic video game characters? What better place to start than Genshin Impact? Spoiler alert, folks. I don't play Genshin Impact. I don't play Genshin Impact at all. What I do play is Honkai Star Rail, the other MiHoYo-verse game. But why am I starting with Genshin Impact? I think partly because it is the older game. This game, like, Genshin Impact's been around like forever at this point. How old is it? Actually, I'm actually not sure myself, but it feels like it's been around longer than VTubers have been a thing. That feels for certain to me, at least. It's got all sorts of interesting characters, and I think more importantly, it's become such a cultural cornerstone in the whole like anime weeaboo community that even if you don't play it, you have felt its impact. Hey. That was terrible of me. I'm sorry. And you might have even absorbed a bit of its media outside of, playing Genshin Impact. I don't have the game, but have there been times where I've seen like a few cool trailers? Absolutely. Have I seen some incredible music videos and just in general incredible music from the game? Absolutely. Ganyu's trailer, incredible. Oh my god, she's not, Shenhe's has a whole music video with Peking Opera in it. So that's just incredible to watch. And even some other things I'll actually mention as we go along, actually. Even the fans got involved, and this is incredible. So so that's kind of what I mean. It's Genshin Impact is one of those games that has transcended its game in a way. It's kind of how League of Legends, like, there's a whole franchise about there's a K-pop group attached to League of Legends now. There's so many multiple music videos. So Genshin Impact is kind of that same way. It's its own multimedia conglomerate thing that everyone not say everyone, but a lot of folks do enjoy. Now, to those who are big fans of the game, you can see that I don't have everyone here. This list doesn't seem complete because I am basically having playable characters here who are already out. Well, I think are out. To my shock and horror, when I did a little bit of research on this, it didn't take me very far to do a bit of research on this. There is. Boy, let me just check this a little bit. Let me just check this real quick. There are, and if I'm not wrong, let me just check my notes here real quick. There are 83 playable characters thus far in Genshin Impact. May the Archons help me. May the 7 Archons help me. Is that what they say in the land of Tivat? I don't know. I don't freaking know. All I know is that, yeah, this is a two-parter. This is at least a two-parter. There's already more than 40 characters here already. More than 40. I will go insane if I were to go more than that. So, yeah, let's see how long we can do with all these characters first. These are all in alphabetical order. So we'll get to the other half of the alphabet perhaps in another stream. Because this is not going to be a marathon stream. I think. So how am I going to judge them? How am I going to judge them? So basically, I'm going to be judging them based on their look. So I've got some of the PNGs up, their splash art, so to speak. So to present to folks. So I'll be basing on that. I'll be basing it on their lore, specifically just their official descriptions And that should be enough to judge them into what sort of wrestler they are. What sort of wrestler they are. And as you can see here, folks, let's go through this really quickly. So firstly, we have let me just adjust this really quickly. So firstly, we have Powerhouse, aka the guy that tosses people around. The guy that tosses people around. Doesn't have to be necessarily a large man, though it can be. So think of your Braun Strowmans. You know, who else counts? Your Braun Strowmans, your Big Shows. You know, people that basically, if you toss around people, you're a powerhouse. You know, you don't necessarily have to be a large man to do that. People like Chad Gable, Tyler Bate, Kurt Angle. These aren't big dudes, but man, can they toss just about anyone around. Grappler. So these are the folks that actually wrestle you. These are the folks pulling out all sorts of techniques. Not necessarily submissions. Could be escape holes. Could be counters. That sort of a thing. So think of your Bryan Danielsons. Think of your Zack Sabre Juniors. Who else in let's see now. Chris Jericho sort of counts as this as well, I suppose. High flyers. These are the folks that's flying all around. Your Ricochets, your Rey Mysterios. Dante Martin comes to mind, I suppose. Vikingo. Oh my god, El Hijo del Vikingo is such a high flyer. You have no idea. So yes, folks that zippity doo dah everywhere. And then Striker. This is a very unique category where these are folks that specialize in, well, whacking you. Just foregoing the wrestling, foregoing tossing you around. No, they just want to punch you in the face or kick you in the face. Whether stylishly or brutally. So folks like this would be things like who counts here? Malachi Black is a good one. He's a good one. And you got sort of guys who are more of a brawlers. So think of folks like your Brody Lees. John Moxley sort of counts into this as well, where he just wants to pummel you down. You know, that sort of a thing. That sort of vibe. Yeah. I think that covers it pretty good. Ooh, let me just add this. Let me just put this a little bit below, just to make things a little bit neater. 1 second, folks. 1 second. By the way, do let me know how is my volume. How is my volume, folks? If there's any issues like audio issues or visual issues, do let me know. Just in case. Alrighty. Alright. I think without dilly-dallying, shall we start from the very first one? Let's see now. Where is the lad? Ah! Here we go. Let us first start with Albedo. Let's see. Volume's good. Oh, thank you so much for letting me know, Stephen Towie. Thank you so much for letting me know. Oh, and just a little gentle reminder. If you wish to see me squat 30 reps, see me pull out some nice squats for 30 times, all you have to do is contribute directly to Cafe Cornelius, and I will get to that. Let's see now. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just pull something very quickly. Okay. Let me just link this here, I suppose. Contribute to Cafe Cornelius. Yep. There we are. Hope that works. I'll pin that for you for your convenience. Okay, lovely. So, Albedo. Okay, let's see now. Okay, Albedo. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, whether the character is 4-star or 5-star doesn't really matter in my judgment. doesn't really matter in my judgment. I don't really care. Same thing with the element and weapon or region, that sort of thing. That doesn't matter too much to me. So, albedo. Let's see. So this is the description from the official website. Albedo, an alchemist based in Mondstadt, in the service of the Knights of Favonius. Genius, Kleider Prince, or Captain of the Investigation Team. Such titles and honors are of no consequence to him when there is so much research to conduct. The pursuit of fortune and predictions cannot hold a candle to his heart's desire, acquiring the limitless, obscure knowledge left behind by previous generations of scholars. All I know about him is that he's basically considered a Klee's big brother, which I find very endearing. So very quickly, Albedo's already endeared me very much, just because he's already such a sweetheart to Klee. Wow, I'm showing my bias already. So yeah. It should be, yeah. So how did I really get into Genshin Impact, even though I have not played Genshin Impact at all? Klee. She's so cute. She's such a little darling. She's so tiny. She's so rambunctious. She's like the ultimate like little baby thing that everyone like dotes on. Like, oh, she's blown up something again. Okay, back to solitary confinement. Solitary confinement. I can't. Oh, because she's like, oh, so cute. So yeah. And Albedo's considered the big brother. This is the big brother. So yes, I guess I am also judging them a little bit on what sort of wrestler they are, based on also what I know of them as well. Yeah, but that might not be a huge factor. We'll see. This is my tier list, so I do what I want. What do you go, folks, think of Albedo here? Eh? Nice splash art. Flowers. He's a scholarly sort. He's got an incredible look to him. Even though I do find his design, I don't know, like the hairdo's amazing, but I don't find him what's the word? His outfit looking too, what's the word? Enthralling? No, not the word. Captivating, I suppose. Captivating. Yeah. Doesn't capture my imagination is what I'm saying. Yes, doesn't really capture my imagination. Also, just 1 second, folks. Just 1 second. Let me just adjust things a little quickly here for myself. Okay, should be good. Hopefully that doesn't. Okay, doesn't affect anything. Okay, lovely. Okay, so Albedo, where do you think he fits in, folks? Powerhouse, grappler, high flyer, striker. Scholarly. So if let's say, so basically all this is very much hypothetical, right? As in, like, if we were to turn them into a wrestler, like they were to basically be wrestleified, like there's like a wrestle, if they have like a whole wrestle, if there's like a wrestling ray beam that, you know, when we shoot onto Albedo and the other characters, it basically turns them into a wrestler. What kind of a wrestler, essentially? Huh? So let's see what we do here. So where does he fit here? Where does he fit in, indeed? So he's very studious. Doesn't seem like much of a wild child at all, actually. In fact, I'm very aware that he tries his best to be a good big brother to Klee, where Klee is definitely a wild child. From what I can tell, it seems like he's a bit of an obvious one. He's a bit obvious, very straight-laced. Clearly a grappler. He'll be a student of the grappling arts, most certainly. So it's a pretty clear-cut answer indeed. So let's keep going, folks. Let's go. Next up, I don't know why. I associate him with the phrase "abang bomba." Do you guys know what abang bomba means? Because I know the ladies love Al-Haytham. They adore Al-Haytham, and I'm not too sure why. Is it because he's aloof? Like he's one of those aloof Ikemen? I get he's Ikemen, like he's handsome. just everyone in this game. But something about him just gets the ladies just like squealing. Like he makes them squeal. And in a good way too. So basically, Al-Haytham, the current scribe of the Sumeru Academia, a man endowed, we like that word, endowed, with extraordinary intelligence and talent. He lives free from the searching eyes of ordinary people anyway. Let's see. We need a little more info. A member of the Ravatat of the Sumeru Academia and Academia Scribe, responsible for documenting their findings and drafting ordinances. So he's a librarian. That's what I'm getting. He's a librarian, a scholar, very much like a sort of like Albedo, sort of. I am an uncultured American, so no. We have an American in our midst. Oh, say, can you see? That's all I got. Because I'm not born there. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. You guys actually eat peanut butter and jelly together? Is that really a thing? How do you put the jellies into the sandwich? How's that work? Anyways, Al-Haytham. So okay. I think so. There's a little bit of a backstory. This is such obscure history. The reason why I associate him with the phrase Abang Bomba basically refers to, if I were to literally translate it into English, now that I say it, it sounds so cringy. It is basically firefighter daddy. Say that. Why did I translate that? Oh, that sounds. Yes, Abang Bomba is firefighter daddy. He's not even a water elemental. Yeah, he's not even a water elemental. Why do I think of him as Abang? It's because there was this video I watched where a fellow VTuber of mine who has unfortunately graduated quite a while ago. She's particularly gaga over some of the Genshin boys, and especially over Al-Haytham. She calls him Abang Bomba, firefighter daddy. In hindsight, I have no clue why. I associate Al-Haytham so much with being a firefighter daddy. There are literally like crystal leaves around him. He's a librarian. What about him as a firefighter? Why? If you're wondering like what this VTuber friend of mine looks like, and unfortunately she's graduated, but she basically looks like Layla, like Layla from Genshin Impact. Unfortunately, I do not have Layla in the list right now because wait, do I not? I don't think I do. No, I don't believe I do, for the simple fact that she's not there yet in the alphabetical order. Pity. Regardless. So okay, I'll hide them. Firstly, nice biceps. Man, even though he's a librarian, clearly hits the gym pretty good. I will now only refer to Al-Haytham as firefighter daddy. Maybe we'll find another character who's more of a firefighter daddy in Genshin Impact. Then we can then that moniker will be much better. But right now, he's basically book daddy. That's what Al-Haytham is. So Al-Haytham, clearly a muscular lad, hits the gym pretty hard. He's like one of those muscly librarians that makes the ladies very happy. Makes all the bookish patrons of the library just very happy, because he's there to protect them. So therefore, bookish lad. So he's clearly a bookish lad. So it's very easy for me to slot him in the same category with Albedo. However, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's more of a striker. Man's quite a lanky sword. And he will put his educated limbs to good use in the fine arts of striking. I can definitely see this man. He's from Sumeru. I dare say he's going to have some rather interesting and exotic movements about him when he wants to kick people, strike people, palm strikes galore, I suppose. Therefore, striker, easy. Next up, possibly the most controversial character in the game, because this character came from another game. This is the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn, Aloy. This is a little bit strange for me because unlike Genshin Impact, I sort of have played a bit of Horizon Zero Dawn before. When I say that, I mean like my ex-girlfriend played the game that I owned, but she's in, but she played, so I watched because it's just one of those games where I let my ex played. So yeah, so this is bringing up some rather strange memories, happy memories. Don't mind you, I had a good fun time watching my ex enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn. What a strange game. It's like it's prehistoric, but the creatures are advanced, but you fight them with prehistoric style weapons. Got very strange, very strange, very strange game. But apparently pretty fun, pretty successful game from what I can see. And yeah, this is a strange one. Wait, okay. Let me check what's the official description for Aloy, because this is a truly strange one to be had. So I think she's still it's still part of this game. Oh, that's a long description. Let's give it a go. An outcast since birth, Aloy grew up in a harsh mountain wilderness near the tribe that shunned her. Fostered by an expert hunter, she trained to hunt with cat-like grace and deadly accuracy. But the things she most wanted to learn, he could not teach her. Most of all, she burned to know the circumstances of her birth, who her parents were, and why she was shunned by her tribe. Her quest for answers swept her into a wider and more dangerous world than she ever could have imagined. She encountered strange and powerful new tribes, ancient ruins rife with mysteries, and dangerous enemies, both human and machine. Eventually, she learned that her origins and destiny were deeply tied to the fate of the world itself, and fought an epic battle to save it against the evil forces of an artificial intelligence from the ancient past. She thought that this would be the end of her journey, but there is always more to an adventure's tale. She has now come to Tevat in search of a new challenge. This brave new world, Aloy is ready for the hunt. What a... Wow. Kind of wild that Aloy is in this game. I guess Aloy is now an anime character. Ish. I generally forgot Aloy was in Genshin. She surprised a lot of folks when she was listening. I do think a lot of folks were very... If not confused, then they were outright angry that she was in this game. I'm in the confused camp, like, how did this came about? I know there's been some interesting crossovers with games here and there, Fortnite being one of them. But this is something else. I'm no stranger to some strange crossovers myself, I'm being part of the wrestling world. Okay? Nothing beats a Scooby-Doo and WWE crossover. When I found out that there was a Scooby-Doo animated movie that featured WWE wrestlers, like The Undertaker was in that movie, was in that animated show, I don't know what to feel. Can I do a watch along? I should do a watch along of Scooby-Doo meets WWE. Wait, what's the title of that? Oh my good gravy. Scooby-Doo. Wait, I have to type this. I have to search this right now. Let me Google this right now. Yes, Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon. So it was a racing game. It was a racing. It was a race. Wait, I gotta read this. I gotta read this plot. Let's see. All right, so there's more than one. That's the thing. There's more than one. Because the one I'm talking about, Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon, this is the sequel to Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery. What? Oh my good grief. I can't believe something like this existed. How did this? Wow. Wow. And yeah, it featured a lot of folks from WWE itself. Steve Morella was in Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery. What the absolute? Oh my god. I can't believe something like this existed. I can't believe this existed. This is insane. Her being a hunter means she's probably freaky strong. Powerhouse, maybe? I mean, yeah, she's strong, alright. She carries a bow that has enough weight to it that can literally pierce robot animals' armor. It was during a weird era where WWE was doing crossover moves with all sorts of Hanna-Barbera properties. Yeah, indeed. That was a strange time indeed. Strange time. My goodness me. Cannot believe that was a thing. That was a thing. So yeah, okay. Let's bring it back to Genshin here. Let's bring it back to Genshin and Aloy. Definitely not a striker, just because like she's more known. Aloy is known for using her bow, as opposed to, a gun. The animals had guns. The robot animals had guns. That's the crazy thing. She's not that mobile either. And I would not call her grapple. Again, she's not a close range sort of fellow. Powerhouse though, I can sort of see it. Again, she's a strong lass. She is definitely a strong lass indeed. Ladies can be powerhouses. 100%. I have seen some ladies throw ladies twice their size, and it's crazy intimidating. Crazy intimidating. So yes, Steven, I will agree with you. Aloy is our first powerhouse. Wow. She's our first powerhouse. My goodness me. Let's keep going. Next up. Amber. One of the first characters that you meet in Genshin Impact, if I'm not wrong, is Amber. Very few people will probably understand that reference that I made. Basically, she reminds me of this. Basically, she greatly resembles a VTuber from Nijisanji ID, Indonesia, actually. Etna Crimson. She a lot of her fellow Indonesian VTubers took note of Amber, of Etna, essentially. The hair, the bow, even the whole look as well, greatly resemble Etna. Actually, it's very cute, really cute. Let's see what's Etna's whole shtick about. Because again, another archer. She has this weird doll thing next to her. I don't really understand that. She looks very friendly, very cute, very cute. Let's see, Amber. What are you all about? a perky, straightforward girl who is also the only outrider of the Knights of Favonius. Her amazing mastery of the glider has made her a 3-time winner of the gliding championship in Mondstadt. As a rising star within the Knights of Favonius, Amber is always ready for any challenging task. Amber, high flyer, easy. Whole thing is loving the skies. Ooh, I see. So she is a glider. She's a glider. She uses a bow. She likes flying and outrider as well. That's interesting. So she goes around the the borders of what was it? Mondstadt, I think. Mondstadt. Let's see. Yes, Mondstadt. I think now you tell me, folks. Tell me, every low. Is Amber like? Do folks how do I explain this? How do I ask about this? Do fans of Genshin Impact, are they most fond of the Mondstadt characters actually? Because if I'm not wrong, you first start in Mondstadt, right? Just like how in Honkai Star, you first start in I guess technically it's the Herta space station, I guess. But I think the first world that you really interact with the most is in fact Eurilo 6. Hey there, Darren. Are you the Darren I'm thinking of? I'm not too sure. But either way, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. I'm classifying Genshin Impact characters as what sort of wrestler they are, what sort of archetype they are. I don't think many people use Amber. Oof. I heard about that. I heard a little bit about that, but that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. I don't care whether the popularity. I'm just caring where they fit in. High flying. Really a perky sort of a character. But yeah. Do Genshin Impact fans, are they most fond of Mondstadt just because, especially for them, especially when nostalgia is a factor, when this is the first world, when arguably they are probably the most developed characters. They probably, I dare say, they all the Mondstadt playable characters have their own special companion missions. I dare say. So am I talking all of my ass here, or am I onto something here? So Amber, high flyer. I'm kind of tempted to put her into Una Wrestling. Yes, SPW Darren. Hey, it is Darren. Darren, welcome. From SPW Singapore Pro Wrestling. Always good to have a fellow wrestling personnel here. Welcome. Oh, now you show up, Ryan. Now you show up. Eh? Where were you? Ryan? Huh? You only show up when Darren's here? What about me? Why don't you care about my feelings, Ryan? You see what I have to deal with here, Darren? You see what I have to deal with here? Oh, my goodness. So frustrating. Why do you do this to me, huh? Don't you care about me? Ryan? Anyways. So, Amber. I think I'm very tempted to put in Tu'u because look at her. She's adorable. She's like a little sweetheart. She loves to fly around. But yeah. This is a pretty clear-cut one too. You on a glider. She's not scared of the skies. You're clearly a high flyer. I bet. Ooh, I should think of finishers for them. She's a glider, so she takes to the skies, but she's not like she's trying to crash. In fact, she likes to control her air time. So we're talking like floaty moves. Easily. I can definitely see her. I think she likes a lot of control. I think she would employ the double foot the top rope double foot stomp. Think Finn Balor. But she will target people in a very specific way. She will only do the top rope double foot stomp to a bent opponent. That means, you know, they're getting up, their backs is exposed flat. She will stomp on that. That is a target. And she will just crush them. Crush them with pinpoint accuracy. That's her finisher. Let's just do a little bit for the others as well. Aloy is a little more utility. Aloy's got all sorts of utilities about her. She's a powerhouse. Utility. So she's all about the utility and versatility in a toolbox, in a weapons kit. And she's a powerhouse, quite strong. Something that takes down predators. Takes down predators. I know. She would like, and I know this might surprise people. That I'm using them, that I'm actually bringing out a submission move for this. But if you're doing a bulldog choke, you better be a big man, or in this case, a strong woman. So this strong woman will do a bulldog choke as a finisher. So yes, just because you're a powerhouse doesn't mean you can't pull out submission maneuvers. In fact, it probably can fit with the character really well. So for her, she will wrestle down those robot animals to the ground and choke them out with a bulldog choke. Think of it like a headlock, but she's basically putting all of her entire weight onto them and flattening them out. That's a bulldog choke. Brutal move. Just Google it, and you'll see what I mean by a bulldog choke. A high thumb. Spinning hook kick, a la Malachi Black. So, do I need to explain what a spinning hook kick is? You spin, and you do a hook kick, so your heel smacks their face. It's a classy move. Very technically complex maneuver to pull. You need all the flexibility, which Al Hytham has, and all the ladies in the library really appreciate. So he's like one of those librarians that can like balance on on two ladders, split legs, to reshelve the books. Ladies love that. Now Beto. Albedo, he's got a funky one. Yeah, let's see. He's gonna be very utilitarian. He's gonna be quite utilitarian. He's gonna be pretty utilitarian. I think he's going to pull off a tequila sunrise. It's a slightly complex move, but it's really practical. Grounds the opponent. Very difficult to crawl out of that one. Very difficult. So just look. I know it sounds kind of funny that I'm using something that's as effective as an alcoholic drink to refer to a submission finisher. Look it up. You'll see what I mean by the tequila sunrise submission maneuver. It's complex, but you get grounded by that hard. Tequila sunrise. Okay, next up. This one. Arataki Ito. Let me read his description first. Boy, some folks have I know for a fact that lots of folks have strong opinions on Ito. Let's see now. Fast as the wind and mighty as thunder, he is an intrepid man with Oni blood running through his veins. A loud and proud descendant of the Crimson Oni, Ito is also the leader and founder of the Arataki gang. He's a gangster. While not a villain, his reputation as a delinquent in Inazuma City leaves something to be desired. Yep. Now this man's got Oni blood in him, demon blood in him. And he wields it proudly too. Look at the size of that mace. I am very aware that this dude is seen as like the loud one. He is the life of the party. He is the life of the party. He is going to be that larger-than-life character. He is the guy that you can hear from a mile away. He is the guy that probably starts the fight, maybe ends it, usually. He told my man, Steven, is this your OC? Is this your OC? So this is basically, he's a bro. He is a bro. This dude, he probably... if wrestling actually did exist in Tivat, this dude probably actually will be getting involved with it already. He's probably already... If there was wrestling in Tivat, he would probably already be a fellow wrestler. This is no questions asked. No questions asked. And let's face it, this dude does not look like he has as many brain cells in his brain. No, not many brain cells in his brain. Well, what does flow through his brain, he is a man of a single mind, and in his mind, he just wants to fight. Let's see now. He's a big lad indeed. He is clearly a big lad. Where do you... G, where do you think he fits in? Where do you think he fits in, guys? Hey. Where do you think he fits in? I think this one's a little bit on the obvious side, don't you think? In fact, do you guys think he has any particular finishes? I've got one in mind already. Like it's so obvious. Let's read the tallest player character in the game. Actually, I'm a little bit confused about that. If you don't mind me asking, Stephen, because I thought that for all the playable characters in Genshin, let's say for instance, if Ito is like essentially they all are following templates. So Ito is a tall male. Amber is a medium-sized female. I thought every character is based on like that sort of model size. So therefore, there's not too much in ways of height difference, or for the matter, a body proportion difference either. So, is Ito, in spite of that, still the tallest character in the game, even though they share the same like sort of character template? So he's not the same height as Alhaitham, or Baizu, that sort of a thing. They all have different heights. Oh, so they do. So they're not just following a cookie cutter a character model, then a character base is what I'm asking. Different official heights at least. Yes. So I'm aware that their official heights are definitely different, but I'm talking about in the playable models. That's what I'm referring to. Here. Because I am aware that again, I've researched a little bit about this. Ito's character model in game, doesn't exactly give the exact vibes as this splash shot right here. I'm looking at the in-game model right now. It's nice looking, but it doesn't, it doesn't show him as a more bronze than brains sort of a lad. To an extent, yes. The horns and the ridiculous 8-pack that he's constantly showing off, and the feet and the exposed feet too. Right? But not built like a tank. More Finn Balor and less Rick Boogs or Braun Breaker, I suppose. Hulk Hogan even. I wonder what Ito's favorite. No, the man would like what's his face? The cowboy lad who's famous in AJPW. What was his name again? Stan Hansen. I think Ito will be a Stan Hansen man. He will be a Stan Hansen man. However, and yeah, we don't have to delete anything, but he's obviously a powerhouse. He's so obviously a powerhouse. Kiniku Buster. Stan Hansen. Yes, exactly, yeah. Do you not know who Stan Hansen is? He's basically, apologies if I'm pulling out some really obscure wrestlers for you. He is basically, he's actually more well known in Japan. He's an American pro wrestler, but he's way more well known in Japan than the USA. He's made his fame in Japan. He is arguably, even to this day, one of the most famous Western professional wrestlers based in Japan. Nah, I do. So you do. Yes, so the master of the Western Lariat. He can't see very well, but that don't matter him. He'll just hit you as hard all the same, no matter who you are. He'll swing that literally a rope whilst coming into the ring and just terrifying people. It's great. I love it. So yes, Ito can throw a mean lariat. He will do a Kiniku Buster. He needs something boisterous. He needs something ridiculous. He will do a sit-out Kiniku Buster. He'll have them up, package them up nice and tight, and just fold them in half, sitting down on his butt with a Kiniku Buster. Brutal, but that's what we want. So yeah. Ito is definitely a filler wrestler. And next up, hold on to your skirts. Hold on to your booty shorts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to introduce Arlecchino. So, I'll just let everyone just enjoy themselves here with this one. So, let's see. I'm actually not familiar with where she's from, actually. So, this is from Snezania. I'm actually not familiar with Snezania at all, actually. I'm sort of familiar-ish with the other regions. Snezania, I think, is the latest, and the one that I'm least familiar with. So I have no idea who what Snezania is all about. But clearly, folks have opinions about Arlecchino here. This character is from after I stopped playing. Maybe I'll get back into it one day. I know a fact that Arlecchino has gotten people back into playing. Because look at her. Let's see. The Knave, fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, revered as father by the children of the House of the Half. Oh my god! She is female, but people call her daddy! Look at her! Holy crap! Oh, they definitely call her daddy. Oh my god. I know for a fact that she has gotten people like, folks were like, if they were just so much. Let's just put it politely, there was a lot of heavy flowing when Arlecchino came out, because holy crap, look at her. Arlecchino is definitely the top heel of this company. Also, looking respectfully, she's called the Knave. She's called father. Oh, absolutely, she is a heel. She is a baddie. Look at her. This is an interesting one. Because easily, I think I've had a brief look at just about everyone in this list here so far. Yeah, she easily is as just one of the most like outright evil looking looks in this entire game. My goodness me. Oh, and people were thirsting. People were bloodthirsting. They were actually down bloodthirsty for Arlecchino here. Powerhouse grappler, high flyer, striker. Oh, she does seem just the fact that she's called a knave means that she's got plans. Plans. And yet, I wouldn't say she's a grappler per se. No, because being a grappler means that you get your hands dirty. She means you get your hands dirty. You are grinding it with folks like even someone like Ito. He's obviously a powerhouse, but he'll still grind you pretty good with grappling too. Arlecchino just seems like she will have utter disdain against her fellow opponents, preferring to strike from a distance. If anything, oh, this is a hot take. This is gonna be a hot take by me. This is gonna be a hot take by yours lowly. Let me explain myself, every-low. Let me explain myself. Too uwu no wrestling is a very unique category here, where basically I feel that, oh, you're too uwu to wrestle. You don't wanna wrestle. You're too uwu. There's ways to mess around with this one, with this category. There's ways to mess around with this category every low. With every category, in fact. You know, just like how a powerhouse doesn't necessarily mean all you do is throw people. You could literally, be good with submissions as well. Just because you're a striker doesn't mean you don't know how to wrestle at all. No. Everyone dabbles here and there. Everyone dabbles here and there. A high flyer doesn't mean that you don't suplex people at all. No. Same thing with Too Uwu no wrestling. Arlecchino prefers not to wrestle because she prefers to play the puppeteer. She will seem all respectful. She will seem all fatherly. She'll dote on her children. But she is playing the strings. In other words, folks, she is very much going to be the manager, the faction leader, the boss. She is the one calling the shots. She is like, I suppose, think of like a general manager. She's kind of like the Nick Aldis. She's kind of like the Triple H, the Paul Heyman. She is the puppeteer in whatever wrestling promotion she is in. If she needs to land a swift strike or two, then I suppose she will do so, and she can absolutely do so. Look at those swords. So she's also a little bit of a striker. She's got probably the meanest super kick in the business. But she'd rather control talents than be a talent herself. She is too uwu no wrestling, but she calls everyone else uwu. She uwoos. Yes, she uwoos the talents as opposed to her uwooing. She'd rather not wrestle. That's my hot take for Arlecchino. Next. Okay, I think that's all. That's all for all the characters. In A. How about in B? Ooh, next up. Interesting one. Baitu. Let me just do a little bit of cleaning up. So, Baitu, our first character with the letter B. The owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy, strange name, the finest pharmacy in all of Liyue, he is rarely seen without a white snake named Changsheng coiled around his shoulders. His prescriptions are varied and diverse, and his medical prowess and compassion are known throughout Tivat. He seeks to achieve immortality to ensure he is the last to ever bear his contract. Oh, wait. Oh, the latest recipient of a generational contract with a white snake named Changsheng. He seeks to achieve immortality to ensure he is the last to ever bear his contract, saving potential inheritors and even Changsheng herself from the cost that comes with its power. Ooh, there is much history then with Baizu and Changsheng. Oh, so even Changsheng himself is a really, really interesting character. My word, what a design. A doctor with a midriff. Ooh, that would make people very, very happy. Fun fact, I met a Baizu-like sort of character in Indonesia, actually, in Komifuro. He was cosplaying Baizu, but he wasn't Baizu. He's a little snake, but he talks, by the way. I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he does. Actually, is Changsheng a female or a male? I'll be kind of shocked. I think it's a she. I'm pretty sure it's a she. Yeah, because in Chinese mythology, the white snake is a very, very popular figure in Chinese mythology. Lady White Snake, the myth of the Lady White Snake. I'm assuming this is to do with that. So, incredible look. Are his pants translucent? I don't think so. But very once again, a studious look. Very, very studious. Very, very handsome. With glasses too, I can appreciate a man with fine eyewear. Very flowy look. And of course, the snake. I got an idea. Okay. So, Jake the Snake Roberts. Man be a grappler. Should be obvious enough. This is a man who had knowledge of an anatomy. So he's gonna be surgical with what he does in the wrestling ring. A true doctor of death. A man that will play mind games with your body. He'll touch you here, he'll touch you there, and suddenly your nerves are on fire and you're in absolute pain. Doesn't help that he's got a snake with him. I'm not so sure if Changsheng is a venomous sort of a snake. But you know, that's one extra thing to deal with. So this is a man that is gonna be cerebral AF. And yet, his finisher, simply put, a throwback to the simpler times, where all you need is a DDT to finish you off. Baiju's finisher, for all of its complex theatrics and mind games and tying you up in all sorts of horrific ways, his way to finish you off is a good old-fashioned DDT. Easy enough. Next up, Barbara. Let's see now. Oh, we're already past 1 hour. I need to stand up. As usual, folks. Okay. So to those who aren't aware, I basically stand up every hour. I have to. So yes, you get free booty shorts, folks. Don't say I'm not generous. My feet cost a little bit more. If you wish to see that. But my booty shorts, they're free. In fact, I dare say, In fact, I believe in my descriptions, if you want to have my booty shots as an asset, it's like, you know, as a transparent image, it's there for you to download. It's there for you to download, folks. If you wish to use it, please do use the hashtag Cornelius. Where's my massage gun? Where's my massage gun? Anyways, oh, it's in my bag. Let me go grab it real quick, folks. Let me go grab it real quick. I need it. One second. So, what do we think of Barbara here, folks? Any thoughts on Barbara herself, actually? And what sort of wrestler she could be? What I do know a little bit, and I suppose the characters I am most familiar with are those of Mondstadt. I do this thing. I don't know if you guys do this or not. One of my favorite ways to absorb these sort of big gaming franchise stuff is to actually is via comics, fan comics. I am a huge proponent of comics, actually. You can call it manga if you wish. I don't mind. So that's sort of where I learned that Barbara is the sister to Jean, and Barbara is a what's the word I'm looking for? Let's actually have a quick look as to what sort of character is Barbara. The deaconess of the Favonius Church. Oh, come back. There we are. The deaconess of the Favonius Church and a shining starlet, adored by all. Although the concept of a starlet is rather novel in the city of bards, the people of Mondstadt love Barbara nonetheless. I owe everything to the city's spirit of freedom. Wait, she's an idol? I thought she's a nun. I mean, she looks like a nun. She is also the younger sister of the acting Grandmaster G. Wait, so she's a deacon and an idol. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Ooh. She's an idol nun. Hey, if there can be such a thing as pro wrestling idols, sure. It takes all sorts in this world, and in Japan, that is absolutely the case. They've got idols for every damn thing. They've got idols for plus size. They've got plus size idols. They got idols over 40 years old. They got male idols. They got idols in. I wouldn't be surprised if there are idols for furries at this point. They will target anything to stand out. So yeah. And of course, virtual idols. Am I a virtual idol, guys? Am I a virtual idol? Am I? So I guess she's an idol. Okay. She's very cute. Clearly, she enjoys singing. Looks like a good singer. Probably one of the more simpler designs so far that I've seen. And this is also a character that is obviously very much part of the whole Knights of Favonius cast. Very cute. I know she's a bit of a sweetheart. She really looks up to. She's an idol, but she very much looks up to Jean. I believe. House Grapple, High Flyer Striker. Interesting. She's an idol. So, to those who aren't aware, the whole idol culture is sort of intertwined a little bit with pro wrestling in Japan. Actually, I will be referencing Japan a good bit just because of the whole idol culture thing. Actually, Like, there are some idols who are wrestlers. There are some pro wrestlers that have either worked with idols very closely or are idols themselves. Probably the most prominent wrestler right now that's a former idol is Maki Ito. Anyone know who Maki Ito is? Anyone who know who Maki Ito is? You know who's what character is most furthest away from Maki Ito right now? It's Barbara. I cannot see Barbara going down the path of Maki Ito. Maki Ito tried to be all cutesy wootsy and stuff, and then something kind of snapped, and she became a pro wrestler. A violent pro wrestler too, for the matter. I have seen Maki Ito live. God, she's ridiculously good. Yeah, she started out as a cutesy wootsy idol, but my God, she had a legit fight when I saw her live in Malaysia too. That's the crazy thing. Saw her live in Malaysia. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Yuki Arai from TJPW is also an active member of AKB48. Holy crap. Holy crap. See, that's exactly what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. How? You have to stand out by joining a whole different niche? A life-threatening niche? That is insane. I'm assuming Yuki Arai started off as a member of AKB48 first and then became a TJPW member, right? Right? That is insane. TJPW is one of the largest female wrestling companies actually in the world, if not just in Japan at this rate. So they've got some characters in TJPW. They've got some real characters in TJPW, especially because they are quite closely associated with DDT, which is, oof. Yeah, she did. I see. So Barbara. So, an idol non-wrestler. Not very original anymore at this rate. Oh, sorry, Barbara. You might think that you're a bit of an original, original thing. You know, being an idol, and a deaconess. Nope. All that's taken up already. Nope. Other wrestlers have legit done that already. So you're not original anymore. I'm sorry. With that being said, I am very tempted to put you into Uno wrestling, but I feel like that's not fair to you. Just because you will sort of I want to save up to Uno wrestling for very, very specific characters, because that would be a bit of a cop out, I think, and I don't want to upset any of the Barbara fans, I suppose. Let's see. She's all about that breath control. She's an idol. She's a sweetheart. I think does she actually, is she too Uno wrestling? Is she actually too Uno wrestling? So tempted to, because nothing about her screams that she actually wants to wrestle. I must say. If anything, she would I mean, unless if she I can see her wanting to wrestle, prove herself for Jean, for a big sister. In that sense, I think okay, I got it. Barbara. Let's see. Steven, you argue she is too woo. I can definitely see that. However, I really don't want to. Again, I want to make it very clear here. Just because you're an idol does not mean you cannot be a wrestler. Maki Ito is proof of that. Yuki Arai got into TJPW. That is a promotion with some top wrestlers. If you can make it in TJPW, you can make it anywhere in the wrestling world, and that's a fact. So I don't wanna look down on Barbara here. However, she's just starting off. She's still new. She's recently transitioned from the idol world to the wrestling world. So she's going to be working on her fundamentals. And when you're working on fundamentals, you start off as a grappler. So at first it seemed like she'd be too uwu. She'd just be like, like at first like a valet, or like an assistant to a wrestler. But she wants to impress her sister so much. She wants to make her big sister Jean proud, and big sister Jean is definitely not uwu, not at all. It's less the idol part and more her being an active member of the clergy. It's scandals. When you're an idol and a member of the clergy, you're bound to be involved in scandals. Therefore, you're going to get into pro wrestling. It's just to escape from that. It's just, that's just facts. That's just facts. There's too much. It gets way too heated in the idol and clergy world. So you're gonna skip to where all these scandals is much more normalized. The world of wrestling. So she's gonna be a wrestler. Gonna work on the fundamentals, and therefore, she's gonna have the most basic of all Japanese wrestling moves, the Boston Crab. Her finisher is the Boston Crab. She's just, she's not great at first. She's still finding her way as a Joshi Puroresu. But she'll be doing all right. And with a tried and true Boston Crab finisher, there you go. Me see the name being too woo where she literally kills people. Welcome to Captain Cornelius, Karen Kishime. I know. This one's a hot take. I won't lie. This one's a hot take. So okay, I am very much taking the phrase too uwu with a lot of liberty here. I am twisting this all around to my liking, the way I see it. So basically, when I say too uwu, basically, Alechino is basically the manager of a wrestling faction. She uwoos her talents to do her bidding. She is the uwooer. She is not uwooing. She coos and uwoos her talents. So they follow Daddy's orders. That's what I mean. So yeah. It's against all odds, she unwoos herself so that she can make her big sister proud. Barbara is a grappler. Next up, Beidou. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh my god, I'm barely even scraping this. Oh my god, I am. Oh my god, it's almost it's past hour and 20, and how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, only 8. Oh my god. I'm gonna be here all night long, aren't I? I'm gonna be here all night long, baby. Oh, don't you? Oh, I'm sure all of you are pleased to hear that. I'm sure all of you are pleased to hear me going all night long. Okay, so Beidou, uncrowned Lord of the Ocean. Captain of the Crux with quite the reputation in Liyue. There are those who say she can split mountains and part the sea. Others say she draws lightning through her sword. Some say that even the mightiest of sea beasts are no match for her. For those not from Liyue, it may sound like a hearty joke, but those that have sailed with her will say, no matter what sea beast there may be, Beidou will be sure to split them all in two. Oh, and this part is also important. Besides her capabilities as a fleet captain and her immense strength, she's strong. Many in Liyue know her for her lack of fear towards the Tianquan, or the Liyue Qixing Ningguang, a trait that the other appreciates yet grows irritated by. From what I understand, is people ship her with Ningguang, the basically the money lady. She always wrestling with the ship crews. Perfect! Oh, she'll fit in fine in the whole wrestling paradigm. Oh, fit in fine. So, she's strong, eh? And the fact that she's wielding that immense sword tells me as such. Oh, this is easily... Oh, she's Butch AF. Butch AF. And, let me see. I'm gonna see. And I know she's very, very, very closely associated with Ning Guang, who is basically a businesswoman, if I'm not wrong. Like basically, she's loaded. She's like the money lady of Tevat, or at least in Liyue. The fact that she's always wrestling with the crew. Oh. Interesting. The fact that she's a pirate. Wait, is she a pirate or like a captain? She kind of looks like she gives pirate vibes. Look at her. She absolutely gives like pirate, like Chinese pirate fleet vibes. Absolutely. I almost want to say a high flyer just because like she can literally like Tarzan all around the mask and stuff like that. Grappler, wrestling. No, easy one. She is a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse. How else is she supposed to subdue her rowdy crew, a rowdy fleet? No need for folks to walk the plank. She will toss them overboard. That's how she keeps her crew in line. What's her finishing move, however? What is her finishing move? She's tanky for sure. Oh, I see. Tanky, eh? I think... What is her finishing move? Something to throw people overboard. The Crucifix Powerbomb. Some folks may know it as the Razor's Edge, made famous by Razor Ramon. Basically, kind of looks like a powerbomb, but you're hoisting someone up by their triceps. So their backs is towards like practically the back of your head. So you're lifting them up high and you just toss them. And they take air big time. Welcome, Taylor Swift. Welcome. I didn't know you were a fan of Genshin Impact. Welcome. She has the vibe of a powerhouse, but also has some really hard strikes. Chris Hero style. Absolutely. Oh, she will give you the big boot. She will absolutely give you all the cyclone kicks. Which is basically a spinning big boot. I love me a good cyclone kick. I wish I could do cyclone kicks, but I keep getting discouraged by the others to not do cyclone kicks because that's a big man move. That upsets me. I'm gonna big boot people nonetheless. I don't care that I'm a wrestler of smaller stature. I will big boot you in the face. I don't care. But yes, powerhouse. Very good. I might need to speed this up a little bit because we are losing all the hours. Welcome by the way, Taylor Swift. Who is your Oshi, by the way, Taylor Swift? If I had to guess, you would... Why does Raiden Shogun come into mind? Why can I see... I can sort of see Taylor Swift's Oshi being... Genshin Oshi being freaking Raiden Shogun. Welcome. Wait, something surprising you. Anyways, Bennett. You give off. You remind me so much of Ezreal from League of Legends. And no, unfortunately, I don't mean that as a good thing. I really don't mean that as a good thing, unfortunately. It's not your fault. You just designed it that way. Let's see. One of the few young adventurers of the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild, he is always plagued with inexplicable bad luck. He is the only active member of his own adventure group, known as Benny's Adventure Team. after all the other members decided to take a leave, following a series of unfortunate incidents. As a result, the team is currently on the verge of being dissolved. Being unable to break the poor boy's heart, Catherine of the Adventurers Guild has kept Benny's adventure team on the books, whilst also hiding from him the fact that all the other members have long since officially left the team. Oh my god. Oh, this is interesting. An orphan discovered by an elderly adventurer as a baby. Bennett was raised in Mondstadt's Adventurers Guild. He is the one and only member of Benny's adventure team, as Evan has left the team after experiencing the constant misfortune that follows him. This boy is the unluckiest character of all. Bennett is too uwu for wrestling, not because he's too cute, but because his luck is so bad he'd be getting injured all the time. Oh, now I just pity the poor fool. Oh, so this boy is trying to be the main character so bad. Literally trying to make his guild that he was raised and proud. But he's bad luck personified. Nomo, you think he's a powerhouse? The TF? TF much? What about him is a powerhouse? He's undersized. When you have bad luck and you're hoisting someone up on your shoulders, that's like the worst position to be in. Okay, because again, bad luck is one thing. Bad luck in pro wrestling is on another level. His gameplay. We're not judging him by his gameplay. We're judging him by his splash art, by a bit of his lore, and I guess based on what I know of him, which is not a lot at all. This dude's just, oh my god, poor Bennett. You can't even adventure in your own guild. Oh, he is. Oh no. Unfortunately. I love how when he uses his skill, he himself ends up throwing himself out. Oh, I don't even know what you mean, but that sounds so bad. Unfortunately, he has fallen prey to oohing for next to Arlecchino. He oohs for Arlecchino, for only Arlecchino sees that, oh, what a poor thing. I can use him. Born to uwu, but forced to be a powerhouse. And therefore, Bennett will be Arlecchino's powerhouse. For the moment, he will be Arlecchino's little assistant. He might be a powerhouse one day, maybe. But for now, he is under Arlecchino's fatherly thumb. Fatherly, bloodthirsty thumb. Poor Bennett. Poor Bennett. Oh yes. Pyro team, eh? Oh no, this ain't no team. Oh, Daddy here has plans for Bennett. And not the good kind. Not the good kind at all. Poor Bennett. Poor Bennett. He oohs for Arlecchino. Is this... I am so scared that this category here is just going to become Arlecchino's babies. All this is going to be Arlecchino's children. This whole section is going to be Arlecchino's children. I'm so scared. Why is Arlecchino... I'm going to be repeating this all the entire stream, aren't I? Basically, Arlecchino makes everyone in this category uwu for Arlecchino. Arlecchino gets everyone else to uwu for her. She is the faction boss. She is the leader. She is the puppeteer. And she will absolutely puppet poor little Bennett. Oh gods, what am I doing? Poor Bennett. Poor Bennett. Who else will fall victim to Arlecchino's uwooing? Who? No, wait. I mean, who else will uwu for Al Chino? Can I uwu for Al Chino? Get some help. You need help. You need help. All of you oohing for Alachino, you need help. Sounds so wrong, but I'll just ooh along. No, Karen, not you too. You're gonna ooh for Alachino. You wanna ooh for this? For this? I mean, yeah, I can see why, but God, you are making a victim of yourself. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh my goodness me. Anyways, let's move on to the character starting with the level C, the alphabet C. Chevreuse. I believe she is from Fontaine. So, the Fontaine characters and the Snezania characters, I'm really, really unfamiliar with. Wait, my bad. Yeah, actually, no, it's okay. We can start with Chevreuse first. Okay. The renowned captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, always true to her own sense of justice. She is from Fontaine. Yes, looks it too. Nah. If you know the lore, you know. I hate her in the past. Ah, I see. Any thoughts on Chevreuse? First of all, guns in the world of Genshin Impact. I didn't think that was possible, but here we are. You can apparently have a gun in the world of Genshin Impact. I thought this game was more medieval, but I guess Fontaine is a little bit more advanced, so to speak. Which is interesting. So she's in a more civilized, more advanced civilization. Is that what Fontaine is? Any thoughts on Chevreuse here? Because I literally have never even heard her voice before. Like just about everyone else, I've sort of heard their voices a little bit. Not Chevreuse, however. Not Chevreuse. Looks cute. She's got an eye patch. So I mean, I am tempted to call her a little bit of a what's the word? A chunibyo. But you know, she's a chunibyo with a gun. Does that make her an incel? I don't know, but she does seem quite all about the justice. So she's quite a very serious sort of a character. Serious character, a little small in stature. Everyone seems to underestimate her, but she will absolutely mete out justice. I think she is. Let's see. So far, I think she's actually, and she's also, but she knows how to use that range to good use. I can't tell how she'll be wrestling, but I see her kind of serious. Yes, I can see. Any rifleman will have a little bit of close quarter combat knowledge, and that in particular will translate more to striking. Yes, striking. She's a striker. In a wrestling context, she will be a striker. It doesn't look like she can like do some quick jabs at you and use and be rangy, but surprisingly, she knows how to manage distance. Which if you folks have ever like watched like a kickboxing match, MMA match, boxing match, distance control is so important. And that can also be applied in wrestling as well. You think that she's too far. You think that she's far away from you, and suddenly there's a flying drop kick coming at your face. She will absolutely use the ropes and the environment to advantage to launch herself at you when you least expect it. And therefore, her finisher is going to be a top rope bulldog. Surprising, eh? Alright? Like, she will use a springboard dropkick as a finisher, but when she wants to have you down for the count, she will jump from the top rope, grab your head, and slam it to the ground. Top rope bulldog for the win. Good job, Shivers. Good job. Your justice, although flat, will be swift and deadly. Who am I to judge people's boobas eyes? I don't know if, I mean, you know, especially because, like, I don't really. Explain why Traveler is not on the list. Because there's 83 playable characters! Because there's 83 playable characters! This is the first half! This is the first half! There's 83! It's an hour, 40 minutes I'm streaming. I haven't even gone halfway! I haven't even gone halfway! I haven't even gone halfway. I'm gonna be here all night. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying myself immensely. But I'm gonna be here all night. Yeah. Anyways. Who's next? But Traveler, technically the first character. I'm not doing this based on chronological order. I'm not doing this on chronological order. I'm doing this based on alphabetical order. Hence, you know, Aloy, Amber, Alachino, Baitu. Yeah, he didn't put Taylor Swift inside. What? Karen, what do you mean? Is Taylor Swift a Genshin Impact character? What? What are you talking about? Like, I'm literally only just started the letter C here, for Pete's sakes. Just started letter C. Okay. Next up. Candace. I think you're from is it Sumeria or Sumera? Next up is Candace from Sumeru. Apologies. Very much based on like Arabian Zoroastrian vibes, as Sumeru is. Let's see. The guardian of a Auru village who is gentle and benevolent. She will not allow anyone to harm Auru village under her watch. The scion of Al Ahmar and the guardian of Auru village, Cadence is kind to travelers to visit, but is unforgiving to those who violate the village's rules. People call Navia Taylor Swift. I've basically capped this at the letter K. I've capped this at letter K. Especially because there's at least 10 characters where the first letter is K. There's at least 10 of them named with the first letter starts with K. So yeah, we're capping that like that at 40 characters first, okay? If not, we're gonna be here. If not, I'm gonna be doing this till like 10 a.m. the next day. She punches people with her shield. She's a great ketua kampung, a village leader, essentially. Is she a village leader or a village guardian? But she looks, well, first of all, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Very, very, like strong mother vibes. Not mommy, mother. She will protect you. She will absolutely shoot the children inside into the huts, into the houses, and then whip out the shield and spear and bash people in. There's like 80 Genshin characters, if I'm not wrong. 83. 83. Who winning? Imifum, welcome. We're not really actually, you just give me a bit of inspiration there, Imifum. We're not really thinking of who's winning just yet. This on what kind of wrestler they are. Let's see now. Firstly, clearly a more defensive type of a character. You know, she's got that staff with her, looks very cool, but it's clear that shield massive centerpiece of hers. Massive, massive, beautiful centerpiece. And she's... it's gonna sound so weird. It's gonna sound so weird. But, it's gonna sound so weird. But, she doesn't have your typical pale complexion, is what I'm saying. She's quite tanned. She's an outdoorsy, a guardian spirit. And that's... Yep. Outdoor girls are hot. Outdoor girls are hot. Oh, you should see how she shows her shield. I mean spear. Ooh, very, very cool. Again, I'm not judging the characters based on the gameplay because we'll be here all night if that's the case. I will literally be streaming more than 24 hours if that was the case. But yeah, she's got this great strong. Something about her is so strong. She lives in the desert. That's why she's tan. And that's I must say. Tan girls, very, very underrated. I do appreciate me a good tanned waifu indeed. I gotta say, Candace is... Hello, Miss Candace. Wait, so she's like is she a guardian? Is she like a deity? Is she a deity? Because based on the lore that I'm given here, it sounds like she's outright a deity, as opposed to like a regular mortal of some sort. So yeah. She's strong, very brute. Ooh. And defensive too. A defensive wrestler. Which that's absolutely the thing, by the way. Some wrestlers are just basically a brick wall. She's a mortal. Okay, she's a mortal. But she seems so godly, you know? She seems so godly and otherworldly. But tanned. Like a tangible godliness, you know? You don't see Genshin characters throw spear. Oh, okay. This is an easy one. Candace is a powerhouse. She's just a girl. No, she's not just a girl. She's a guardian girl. A strong guardian girl who is outdoorsy. Now we in Capricorn need to stand for that. STAN, stand for that. No, stand with a tan. Get it? Get it? Get it? We stand, girls, with a tan. Yeah. Hey, isn't this game all about the waifus and stuff? So, yeah. Down bad? Why not? Why the bloody hell not? Why the bloody hell not? Oh man, look, Candace. Oh my goodness. What a striking pose she's striking. Oh yes, absolutely. She is what we call in the wrestling business a brick house. She is very much a brick shit house. She is going to be the one that people try to kick, to carry, to crossbody, just bounces off her. She swats them like flies. Because she's tough. She's a tough chick. Choke slam. Choke slam. Choke slam. Choke slam. When she wants to be done with you, she will grab you by the throat and slam you. Choke slam. You imagine if I mean the obvious answer could be spear, but that's too obvious. Too obvious. Karen, I'm not so sure what you mean by I'm not sure what you mean. Could you explain yourself? If you don't mind. Okay, next up. Let's see. Oh, this is actually a character that I would like to know more of, actually. Let me Let me see. Charlotte. Oh, this isn't interesting. To be honest, I can see her doing that. Exactly. See, I know my stuff. She will grab you by the throat, look at you in utter disdain for even daring to cause trouble in her village, pick you up, and just smash you into the ground. Yes. It's kind of hot. I won't lie. Okay, Charlotte. She's from Fontaine. And I gotta say, her design is very simple, very clean, but something about it hits. I'm actually not too sure why, but it hits. I'm not too sure why, but it hits, you know? So Charlotte is from Fontaine, an indefatigable reporter of the Steambird, constantly on the hunt for the truth. A journal. That, I must say, that makes my curiosity for her has diminished a tad. I'm not against all journalists. Just some. Ever so relentless and indefatigable, she won't stop until she finds the truth, even if it comes closer to danger. What do we think of Charlotte here, eh? What do we think of Charlotte? Clearly a little bit of clearly someone that's always doing research, seeking out the truth. What is that she's holding in her hand? What is that in her hand? Is it a camera? Oh, she's a camera. No, not a problem, Curry. Not a problem. What are we thinking, folks? She can collect info about her opponents beforehand. A researcher, a researching sort. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. It's not too common for wrestlers to really do a lot of research on their opponents, to be frank. Because sometimes, you could be wrestling someone. You could be like, you don't even know who your opponent is, and you're wrestling that on that day itself, just because maybe they insulted your mother. Oh, I want to wrestle you to get payback. Maybe they took out your friend. Oh, I want to wrestle you in the next show to seek revenge. Maybe they spilled drink on your Nintendo Switch. How dare you? Spill your Coke on my Nintendo Switch. I will have a hardcore match against you. Revenge! Yeah, something about her is really cute to me. I don't know why. Like, there's a youthful... there's almost like a youthful innocence behind her intelligence, which I appreciate. Like, she's still one of those optimistic journalists, from what I can see. An optimistic journalist. I think she is but putting her in a wrestling context, however, I do feel like she's too I could see it. I don't see her being too much of a pacifist. Because you have to understand, we're putting them we are basically wrestlifying them. Yeah, we are taking a gun, a gun that zaps them into becoming a wrestler. But in hand, with the info she gets, she could probably find her opponent's weakness. So, why am I thinking of Chris Van Vliet with her? To those who are a bit confused why I just said, Chris Van Vliet is a very, very well-established pro wrestling reporter, an interviewer. Like his podcast is like one of the biggest pro wrestling podcasts right now, actually. Where they will interview, where basically he interviews legitimately some of the biggest names in all of pro wrestling and associated with pro wrestling. He has interviewed the son of Ice Cube before, just because he's a huge pro wrestling fan. He has interviewed The Rock at one point. I think. Yeah, he has interviewed The Rock, I believe. And so many others. It's insane. So it feels like she could get the scoop on them as well. You guys might think I'm a little bit crazy for this. And mind you, I'm not saying that she's like the best wrestler, but she is going to favor this archetype the most. A striker. A striker. She is her whole gimmick as a journalist wrestler is that she's going to take all these photos, and she is going to present their weakness. After the whole match is done, she's going to present their weakness. Before the match starts, she's going to ask all the crowds, where do you think I'm going to hit them the hardest? Where do you think is their weakness? Because I know their weakness. I know the dirt. And if she needs to pull out a photo of her opponent, the photograph of her opponent in an uncompromising position with another wrestler, oh, she will. She will be low-key dastardly with that. And she will take advantage and deliver where it hurts the most. Maybe it's a previous injury. Maybe it's a crick in the neck. And she will absolutely target that just because she does her homework. A striker. She is a little bit on the diminutive side. You know, she's not the strongest, not even the fastest, but she knows where to drop her elbow at. And when it's all said and done, she will finish them off for top rope elbow drop. And if possible, she will absolutely target it at where they hurt the most. So yes, so let's say hypothetically, if she were to go up against what's the name again? Baizu? Is it Baizu? No, not Baizu. Not Baizu. Just check my notes here. If she were to go up against Beidou, oh, she will absolutely somehow, some way pull out a photo of Beidou herself and Ningguang in a compromising position that Beidou really don't want to see. Beidou will try to grab the photo, and that's where Charlotte strikes. So yes, Charlotte, to make Charlotte work as a wrestler, she is low-key rather dastardly. Journalists, gotta be careful around journalists. Hope you all following my logic here, folks. Okay, next up, this character I'm actually really curious about. She is from Inazuma. She is Shiori. An independent designer hailing from Inazuma who strives to make her brand internationally recognized across all Teyvat. Shiori is the owner of Shioriya Boutique, a fashion label in Fontaine. Oh, I thought she was like a mercenary for hire with those twin blades of hers. My goodness. Because she strikes quite the figure. So she's on the other side from like Candace, where Shiori is like pale. She beats up people who hurt or disrespect her friends. Oh, Shiori? She's a friendly type, really, because she comes off so much like an ice princess, I must say. Like, she looks so cold. Which I kind of like, actually. Well, are you referring to Charlotte? Oh, Shiori. I think Shiori is a fairly obvious one, actually. Wait. Hold on. Oh, apologies. There we go. That's Shiori. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that splash art. My goodness. That is gorgeous. That incredible hairdo. A kimono, but very short one. Very, very stylish. Twin blades as well. Oh my, oh my. Normal, what did you type there? I can read it, but I don't understand the context here. Knife mouth, tofu heart. Oh, okay. It's a form of proverb, I think. If I can like interpret this correctly, so she's got a sharp tongue, but she has a soft heart. Is that what you mean? Hey, look at me translating Chengyu. Look at me translating proverbs. Patting myself on the back with that one. And just like that, it's already been 2 hours. My God. No. I'm standing up because it's 2 hours, so it's the second hour for me to stand up. Oh my goodness. She's met Karawa before, and it's very nice to her. No idea what that means. That's nice. But she very, very much comes off like she has girl boss vibes, absolutely. And if you run a fashion boutique in Inazuma where everyone seems to be very, very fashion conscious, ooh. So if you were to imagine her as a wrestler, her whole shtick is fashion design. She's a fashionista wrestler, which is a thing before actually. I know fashionista wrestlers before. There have been wrestlers with that gimmick before, and it's worked out very, very well for them. A girl boss sort definitely doesn't seem like the sort to do heavy lifting. No, I know that fabrics can get pretty heavy and stuff, but that's not really what. But it's not like she's doing hard labor. However, to be a seamstress, to be a designer, you need to be, again, pinpoint accurate. I say, and this might be a little bit of a hot take here. I dare say she is a high flyer. Might be a little bit surprising. But considering that she like freaking dual wheels, means that she's a little bit high risk. And you know, in order to make it big as a fashionista, you need to take some risks with your designs. So she will drop kick you. I can definitely see her employing drop kicks to the fullest. I can see her being quite good with her feet indeed. So, and her finisher? Some folks may know it is basically a corkscrew roundhouse kick. Most people will know it as Trouble in Paradise. Most people will know it as Trouble in Paradise. So she does a corkscrew roundhouse kick to the head. Oh, devastating. Devastating. Oh, man. She does drop kick enemies. Wow. Wait, I am nailing this, guys. I am nailing this. I know these characters more than... Look at how well I can read them characters, folks. Look at how well I can read them these characters. Oh, jeez. Wow, it's like I'm a private investigator. It's like I'm Sherlocking them. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I cannot believe I'm doing this well. Are we not impressed, ladies and gentlemen? Are we not impressed? Okay, next up. Okay, this character I sort of know. Chongyun. Born with an excess of yang, aka positive energy, Chongyun has become a highly efficient exorcist in Liyue. So effective to the point where he hasn't seen a spirit himself, as they immediately flee when he approaches. The excessive yang energy also makes him particularly susceptible to heat and strong emotion, which has led to some rather unexpected results. More crucially, however, is that I know who he is related to. And he is related to a character that has one of my favorite pieces of Genshin Impact media. A music video, essentially. Yeah, I mean, a music video that floored me. Chongyun is sad because as a spirit hunter, he has too much yang energy and he can't hunt spirits that way. In other words, he is the opposite of Bennett. He is the opposite of Bennett. Bennett can't do anything right. Chongyun keeps doing everything right, no matter how hard he tries to fail. He is basically born to win. He has all the riz. He can skibbity as good as they come. He is the least mid of all mids. So he's your typical perfect young lad sort of a character. Young look, simple design, very utilitarian, a little bit boring. I'm more interested in his auntie. No, he is born into a spirit hunter family, so it makes it like he's bad luck. Okay. I'm more into his auntie. Oh, his auntie's music video is insane. What do you mean simp? You wouldn't simp Chongyun's auntie? Come on. Look at Chongyun's auntie. Ah, I see you're a man of culture as well. Yeah, unfortunately, Chongyun's auntie is not here right now because her name starts with the letter S. And we're still in letter C. We're still in the letter C. Oh, jeez. Anyways, yeah, he's he's an ice boy. He's basically like he's basically the Yanqing of Genshin Impact. No, as much as I love woman, I wouldn't, because I ship her with Yelan. Who's Yelan again? Let me quickly look. Oh god, I have to scroll so much. Who's Yelan? Ah, oh, Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Hey. I know there ain't no chance. So if I can just happily observe, I am fine with that too. Baby. But yeah, Chongyun, he's like Yinxing, and if you guys have seen me ever stream Honkai style, you know how I feel about Yinxing. Like I'll use him, but like, you know, cause like my options for ice characters really ain't there, and yeah, Chongyun kind is that pretty water lady with swords. Yep, that hits. Chongyun, however, he's not too Uno wrestling. No, he's got something there. Yeah, he's a striker. Yeah. Look at him. He's clearly got kung fu in his veins. He can kung fu the spirits away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Easy. They can't all be winners. You know. Next up. Oh, okay. This character is really interesting. Not too familiar with this one, but I want to get to know her better. Chlorined! Am I saying that right? Chlorined. Let's see. Okay, she is from Fontaine. The mightiest champion duelist. Sword in hand, she defends justice in the court of Fontaine. Another justice character. She doesn't seem very justice, if you know what I mean. She is not at all justice. Oh, interesting. So she wields a sword and pistol. Ooh. You got her just today? Omedeto. She cuts quite the figure. A splash art. It's got this insane look to it. She has an insane look to it. Oh, there's some Dark Souls vibe with her. Now that I see the hat. That hat is very, very iconic to the whole Dark Souls thing. Ooh. She duels with people? I can see that. A duelist. The strongest champion duelist in Fontaine, in fact. That is actually quite a feat. So she's top tier no matter how you see it. She's championship material. But what sort of champion? What sort of wrestler? A gun and sword. In Fontaine. Fancy. A little bit French-esque. Very European. Why am I getting class? I know this is a strange one to compare with her, but I'm getting Claudio Castagnoli vibes, aka Cesaro vibes. AKA Cesaro. So basically, to those who aren't aware, basically what I'm saying is that Cesaro is like one of like the greatest athletes in wrestling history, like legit wrestling history. The stuff that he can do is insane. Cesaro has legitimately like done a full clean, which is like an Olympic wrestling, Olympic weightlifting move where you know, from it's a barbell, presumably with heavyweight. You basically lift it all the way up to your over your shoulders. He has done that with one hand. It is actually legitimately insane how strong he is. Actually, let me check this right now. Is there a photo of it? I literally have found a YouTube thumbnail of him literally doing like I mentioned, that one-handed full clean with a barbell, but the weights are made of tires. What? I don't know how that works, but he is just insane. He's insanely athletic. And I kind of can see that with Chlorine. Like, she is the top of the tops. She is the top of the tops. Just unbelievably strong. Now, not strong in like strength, but like just really, really good. And therefore, and I don't know if this will surprise people or not, but I personally think this is not a surprise. She's a grappler. She's a grappler. Ah, Does this surprise anyone? Does this surprise anyone? What I mean is that she's versatile. She is versatile. Not only is she a freak athlete, she is also just incredibly knowledgeable in combat. She's a true all-rounder. Can she drop kick like a high flyer? Absolutely. Can she suplex folks like a normal business? Absolutely. And she gets to all that via incredible technical skill. She can reverse anything. She can escape anything. She can even, if required, overpower you just with brute strength. Because she is the whole complete package. You throw something at her, she has 3 options to go up against that. You try to gang up on her, she's got 3 different ways to escape you. Funny thing about this, people only use her for her guns. They say her swords are used. I'm not basing this. Gameplay be damned. I'm sorry. Gameplay be damned. I'm basing this all on the design and a little bit of lore and whatever I know about the character. Chlorine is very, very much your premier grappler. And her finishing move, the running knee. Simple as that. Simple as that. A running, flying knee to the face, because that could knock you out for sure, for certain. Okay, good talk. But next is Kole. Kole is from Sumeru. Aww, that's a really interesting look. She's got that weird puppet thingy, which I don't understand. But let's see what she's all about. Oh, this is interesting. A trainee forest ranger who is under the tutelage of Tinari, which is another character in Genshin Impact. She started her academic career a little later than her peers, so she is currently working hard to catch up. She hides the other side of her personality deep under the surface of optimism and kindness. Ooh. So she has a dark past. Giving off Batman vibes, actually. She's Ungu deaf. Really? Really now? Really now? Okay, I'm going to read this too. Originally an Eleazar, afflicted victim of Fatui human experimentation, Kole wandered the world as a vagrant until she met Amber in Mondstadt. But she is from Sumeru? I guess originally from Sumeru. Oh, really gives off like Batman vibes. Yeah, she's got like a whole green Batman vibe to it. I quite like that. What about her is Ubu, however? I don't mind knowing a little bit about that. Her design is pretty simple, a bit utilitarian. She has a bow. I would not be surprised if she uses a grappling hook too. She definitely looks like she uses a grappling hook. She really gives me Batman vibes, I must say. I must say. This might... It's very sad. She had gotten Elizar before and essentially makes people very sick. And so she can't really do anything. But also, I would hate that Dottore Colgate a buy for experiment on her. Colgate? Like a toothbrush company experiment on her? Oh no, poor thing. Her teeth must be super clean, but her soul is black as tar from all the charcoal. I dare say she's a high flyer. She is one of those strategic high flyers. She's a ranger. She's a tracker. She is one of those sneaky high flyers. You don't think that she'll be bouncing around? Like she's not a big risk taker. She's very calculated with her jumping. Like she'll even be one of those high flyers that uses the bottom rope even to jump. And I've seen it before actually. I've actually seen this is one wrestler who named Dante Martin. He will legitimately use the bottom rope to side flip over the opponent. That's insane that he could do that. That's insane that he was able to pull out such a crazy maneuver. And I can see Corey doing the exact same thing. No, Dottore is a doctor, a student that originated in Sumeria, but is a psycho. Everyone calls him Kogi because his hair is white. Ah, I see. I suppose she does seem to have an Ubu side to her, but nah, she Batman AF. She Batman AF. And her finishing maneuver. Oh, what's it called again? Is it? No, it's not Lamhe Stral. What's the maneuver? It's a Sin Cara's finisher. Sin Cara's finisher. It's that tilt-a-whirl. It's that hit scissors to a Fujiwara armbar maneuver. What's it called again? What is that finisher called again? Oh, La Mystica. Yeah, La Mystica, which doesn't really help you guys paint a picture on what this is. But it's basically a hit scissors swung into a Fujiwara armbar. Brilliant move. And that's what she does. She will subdue you to the ground and snap your arm if you force her to. If you force her to, baby. Let's go, then. Let's see who's next. Who is the next? Ah, this one. The bestie is Amber. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, next. This one I actually don't really know him, but I know the voice actor. I know the voice actor fairly well. Fairly well. This is Sino. Firstly, wow. Is his... Can he turn his left arm into like a spirit hand or something? Because that is wild. Let's read this. As the General Mahamatra, Sino leads the mantra and strikes fear into the hearts of researchers of the Sumeru academia. In spite of this, Sino has a fun side outside of his role in the academia, as he has an affinity for Genius Invocation TCG. Or what? Trading card game? And constantly cracks unfunny jokes. Oh god, is he a dad? How are you still on C? I talk a lot. I'm a VTuber. We're supposed to be talking a lot. Why do I keep thinking he's not a god, right? He's not like a deity or some sort. He's just stupid powerful. Is that the case? Is that the case? Is he just stupid powerful? Is that the case? Because he does look very powerful. Not a very large guy, but the fact that he can make that arm like that is just incredible. No, he's immortal. Why does it constantly shock me? Why does that constantly shock me? So he's got the whole like jackal god gimmick thing going on. He's not afraid to get naked. So he's already halfway there to be a wrestler. He's not afraid to get naked. He's got this incredible inner power inside him. He's got a very clear-cut gimmick, you know, being a jackal god. What does that make him? He likes to go naked already. Let me see. Let's see. He's actually really short. Shorter than Xiao, actually. Really? Xiao. I'm slightly familiar with that. Wow. Yeah, he does look a bit like short stuff. Gives off... Reminds me a bit of Leo Rush, which is a little bit of a strange comparison. He's one of those guys that's really, really speedy. Really, really explosive. But doesn't necessarily take to the skies all the time. And yet, I would still consider him a high flyer. Like, he's one of those guys that uses, like, the middle rope and even the bottom rope a lot more than the top rope. And he doesn't really have to go, like, so high up because he's just so explosive. Like, this is a dude that could, like if he drop kicks you, he doesn't look big, but oh, it will feel like a cannon. It will feel like a cannon. So he is one of those guys that's just like explosive incarnate. But when he goes up to the top rope, you know you are done for. Because this dude will absolutely pull out a shooting star press. He will backflip up in the air and smash you into the ground. Absolutely. Absolutely one of those Leo Rush-esque high flyers. Doesn't take to those guys that often because he doesn't have to. Let's see now. Who is there next? Oh, this one. Yeah, I've been meaning to have a look at her. I've been meaning to look at her. Daya! Daya! Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Mommy? Sorry? Mommy? Sorry? Mommy? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wowie wow. Surely she's a deity. Come on, look at her. Like she's like a Sumerian fire cat god. Surely. Let's look at her. Strong women are attractive, okay? Strong women are attractive. Does she have a scar across her nose? Does she have a scar across her nose? Oh no, that's just her hair. That's just her hair. But my goodness, strong women are attractive. Mortal. Come on, there's gotta be a... I know there's at least one god. I know there's at least 3 gods. I know there's at least 3 gods in the playable characters. Can't tell me there isn't. Because I know there is. Yes, I've been spoiled. Okay? Because it felt like almost inescapable. It felt almost inescapable to not know about at least a little bit of information concerning the character whose name starts with the letter Z. Yeah. Even for a non-Genshin player at the time when he was about to debut, it was nigh impossible to escape information about him. Fire God isn't out yet, bro. No one would be surprised if it's Bennett. That would be like the greatest irony of all, I think. A member of the Eremites, a loosely organized mercenary organization. She is brave, powerful, and enjoys an excellent reputation among mercenaries. She's a mercenary. She's like Xena the warrior princess, isn't that right? Her nickname is the Flame Main. Now, in that sort of mean about her, oh, absolutely. What are we feeling here, folks? What are we feeling? I gotta say, actually, her outfit's already quite functional for wrestling already. You know, very tight-skinned. You know, long leggings. There is totally a striker. I can see that. I can see it. She looks like the speedy type. Absolutely the speedy type. Absolutely speedy type. Oh man. Is she a cat girl? Is she a cat girl? I'm not usually one for cat girls, but like for Daya in particular, oh my. So I think yeah, I do agree with you folks. I think she does fit as a striker. Like she's got this whole fire cat gimmick about her. She's all about that athleticism, explosive power to her. She's got a lot of agility, but she is very much striker first, I think. What sort of finisher, however? What sort of finisher, however? Oh, this might surprise you folks. Diona is a cat girl, but Daya is not. Really? Wait, really? She has cat ears, but she has cat ears. She has cat ears. How is she not a cat girl? Is she not a cat girl? That's rather shocking. Are you sure? She has, look at that, she has cat ears. You can't tell me those aren't cat ears. Is she not? She isn't, it's just gold accessories. Stowwood. Stowwood. Yeah, like. Also, do you even see a tail? I don't know. Maybe she hides it. Like, it's kind of like that VTuber, Ogami Mio. She hides a tail by coiling it around her leg. You never know. You never know. Don't judge. How dare you judge? But yeah, she's a striker. And her finisher is actually surprisingly simple. When her opponents are at the corner, sitting down, all she will do is do a running basement dropkick. And it will be the most brutal running basement dropkick that there is. Where does she hide it? Where? In those shorts? Yeah. Coiled around her legs. Why not? You can't see her arse. Her beautiful, beautiful, tight arse. So yeah, you never know. You never know. Ooh, itchy. Oh my god, it's 2.5 hours. Okay, we got this. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Okay. Let's see now. Who's next? Oopsie. Hold on. Let me get my let me get my list back. Let's see now. Okay. I bet a lot of you folks are familiar with this one here. Even I'm sort of familiar with him. D-Look from Mondstadt. Let's see now. Born into the affluent Ragvinder clan, D-Look is the current owner of the Dawn Winery and a nobleman of high esteem in Mondstadt. While a past incident caused him to split ways with the Knights of Favonius, he continues to protect Mondstadt in his own way. So this man is just born to privilege. He's born to privilege. It's a giant sword. Genshin Batman. I thought we have already established that Cole is Batman. I mean, look at Cole. Cole is surely more Batman than D-Look. Look at her. Even her pet here gives off Batman vibes. D-Look, the one who looks absolutely awful as a model, but his drawings are mwah. I can see that. So he's got this whole Phoenix thing about him. But he's a bit of a... I am aware that he's a little bit like... Look, I know what Klee calls him, okay? I know what Klee calls him, okay? I know what Klee calls him. Is he really the Batman of the Genshin universe? Really? Really? Yeah. Can I put him in 2 Ubu no wrestling? Can I put him in 2 Ubu no wrestling? Nah, D-Look actually comes out at night to protect people. Interesting. Unfortunately, that won't factor into my judgment. Okay, so he's got this whole Phoenix of the Night gimmick. He is the light that shines the dark sort of a thing. Kind of like Batman, I guess. Yeah, especially that the most recent Batman movie. One of the ending shots is like this incredible scene of him holding this light. He's a rich dude who dresses up at night to fight crime and is literally called the Dark Knight hero. He's Batman. I don't want to put him in 2 Uwu just because I find it cringe. Can I put him in 2 Uwu? That's so cringy. That's so chuny. That's so chuny. Can I put him in 2 Uwu? Just so I don't have to see him. Fine. I'll put him in the High Flyer. Put him in the High Flyer. You guys are so angry. You guys do not want me to put him into Uwu. He's a high flyer. He's a high flyer. You guys are so mad about it. I love it. I love it. There's no such thing as too chuny in wrestling. Trust me. It can be. Because everyone's taste in wrestling is different. Even I have. Okay, this is gonna sound really, really strange. I think death wrestling can be too chuny for its own good. Yes, deathmatch wrestling, where folks liberally throw light bulbs at each other, throw cinder blocks at each other, use gardening equipment. And yes, I happen to think that is too edgy for pro wrestling. Like, even those Joshi wrestlers with their bright colors and their occasional dance numbers, even that I feel is less cringy than deathmatch wrestlers. I see Kave down there, and I really want you to put him into Ubu. That remains to be seen. We'll get there when we get there. We're the letter D, for God's sakes. We're the letter D here. Oh my God. At the 3-hour mark, I might need to go boil me some water. Okay. But yes. Mr. Dark Knight Hero here. He is going to be a high flyer. He is going to be, and his finisher is obviously the Phoenix Splash. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a 450, but you start facing away from the ring. You jump in the air, twist, and then front flip into a 450 splash. My bro never holds his sword, even if he does shake his hand like a little princess. Are you referring to the look? Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, next up is Diona, who actually is a cat girl. Hello is hilarious. Despite being a bartender at the Cat's Tail, She loathes alcohol and will stop at nothing to ruin Mondstadt's wine industry. A feat easier said than done when her patrons absolutely love her drinks. She is the daughter of Draft, a hunter in Springvale. So this is hilarious. So apparently she's a really good bartender. Can make the most delicious of cocktails, but she hates alcohol. Jeez, that's a fate worse than what Bennett's going through, I think. Diona's a little child. Is she? I thought she's like a young adult, but in a small body. I think. I know that Klee likes her. I know that Klee likes her. Everyone likes Klee, but I know Klee likes Diona in particular. Aw, Klee, she's so cute. But Diona's a little sweetie as well, from what I can see. Aw, look at that. It's sad, because the only reason is because of fast. Oh shit. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, never mind the deathmatch wrestlers. That's actually cringe. That is legit cringe. Oh god, imagine you're hired because of your great bartending skills, and you only have great bartending skills because your dad's an alcoholic. Oh dear me. Yeah, that is a fate arguably worse than bad luck. Oh my goodness me. Diona. Let's see. Very simple outfit, very childlike, I must say. Just because she's small, just because she dresses like a child, doesn't mean I'll automatically put into two no wrestling. No, not necessarily. Because that'll be too unfair, that'll be a little bit too unfair, I think. What do you guys think? She deserves to be an uwu, so she shouldn't be working. It's little child labor. But that's the thing. When you are into uwu no wrestling, what that means is basically you're still involved with pro wrestling, just not as a wrestler. You're a non-wrestling personnel. This could mean things like a referee, like a manager, like an assistant to a wrestler, like an announcer, a commentator, that sort of a thing. So what would she be then? What would be her involvement in pro wrestling if not as a wrestler? Eh? What are we thinking, folks? If she has to go somewhere, maybe high fly? Yeah, cat girl after all, cat girl, good agility. But you know what? I got it. My mind works in mysterious ways, and that's exactly why I can do these sort of streams. She is into uwu no wrestling, but oh god, my brain. I wanted to say that she's just a wrestling fan. But unfortunately, my brain being the horrible place that it is, I sort of framed her as a Make-A-Wish kid. I'm so sorry. What do I mean by that? Does anyone know what Make-A-Wish is? Basically, it refers to, unfortunately, a child that has a terminal disease. Not long for the world, unfortunately. And the wrestling promotion, more than likely WWE, will make the wish come true. Meet your favorite wrestler. Get involved with WWE. I wanted to just be like a big fan. Like she's a fan. Okay? In order for there to be pro wrestling in the first place, you need that to be, you know, the viewers. She's a viewer. She's a long life lover. You know, when her dad's up being all drunk and being a doofus. Her only solitude is watching pro wrestling. That's there for her. But the big sweaty men and women are duking it out. And that's where she feels happiest. Where these men are conscious enough to, you know, strive for what they believe in, as opposed to whatever dad's doing, which is floundering around. So she's not like. So I'm not saying that she has a terminal disease. I'm not suggesting that Diona has a terminal disease. Is that she's gone through tough times. So there's like in a month that seems like a nice place. So there's guilds to help her out here, and help fulfill her wish of, you know, watching wrestling up close. Is what I'm saying. So she gets that reprieve in that sense. Yeah. So she's a pro wrestling fan. She represents all them pro wrestling fans that uses pro wrestling as the ultimate escape. You know, from the more complicated world, and where they can just enter into a world that is a lot simpler. That you can turn off your brain a good bit and just watch it for the car crash that it can gloriously be. Indeed. Maybe one day, she will get into pro wrestling, but for now, she'll just enjoy it as a viewer. Yeah. God, I could have turned that almost so dark. No, I am not going to suggest any of these characters have get a terminal disease, okay? Okay, I'm not that morbid, for God's sakes. Okay, next up, okay, I have no clue on this character at all, but what a unique design. Dory. Before even looking at the law, I'm gonna guess. A genie. Some sort of spirit. Surely she doesn't count as a mortal. No, I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. Dory is a merchant in Sumeru who has a fondness for glittering mora. With her persuasive eloquence, she is able to sell various strange and mysterious products for a very high price. A schemer. Okay, I can see that. I can see that she's a bit of a shyster. I mean, you can't tell me she doesn't give off genie vibes. Look, she has a... That's a lamp right there. That's actually a lamp right there. Like, given the challenge, she will absolutely sing Arabian Nights like Arabian Days. Well, for I guess in her case, you know, Sumerian Nights like Sumerian Days. You know, that sort of thing. Mortal. Why is this the running gag on my stream? Surely, God. No, mortal. I'm having this endless debate with you guys. So far, though, she's an adult, right? Surely this is an adult. You're a merchant, for God's sakes. Really interesting design, I must say. I must say. Really nice hat. So, she's a scheming merchant wrestler. Wow, that is... Ooh, that's actually a really interesting gimmick, actually. A scheming merchant wrestler. And with that Sumerian vibe. Very much a schemer, eh? I'm a... I'm going to say... And folks might be a little bit surprised by this, actually. I'm gonna say a grappler. I'm gonna say a grappler. She's got the gift of the gab, indeed. She's got the gift of the gab, indeed. Not just mean she's a slouch on the wrestling side. She's just more interested. And this is something that is not really covered here. She focuses a little bit more on the northern wrestling side of wrestling. So we're talking the promos, the segments, the vignettes. She likes the presentation of things. Doesn't mean she's a bad wrestler. And that's why I'm putting her in the grappler. She focuses more on the fundamentals of it. On the fundamentals of wrestling. She'll use like the old school moves. Meaning that she's actually still a pretty effective wrestler. So think of I know it's going to be a weird comparison. Think MJF. Think Joe Hendry. Think The Rock, even. You know, even someone like Becky Lynch. Actually, no, Becky Lynch might not be a good comparison just because she's actually quite the technician. Who's a good example? Bailey? I guess Bailey's a good example too. And because she's got a whole positive energy thing going about her, and that arguably makes her more. She's more well known for that. More well known for things outside of the pro wrestling than the wrestling. But for that all to work, her fundamentals is rock solid. She'll not do anything super crazy or even anything super technical, but it absolutely gets the job done. And when she gets the victory, oh, them fireworks. She will order them fireworks just to give the biggest show of them all. And this feels like exactly what she will do. Yep, she's that kind of a grappler. Okay, so far. Grappler, high flyer, and striker are pretty tied. Surprisingly, not that many powerhouses yet, and obviously Chu Uwu the least because everyone, let's face it, everyone here can fight. Interesting. You know what? We are done with all the characters where the names start with the letter D. If you don't mind, folks, I'm going to BRB a little bit because I need to get me some. I need to brew me some coffee. I went to train this morning. It was exhausting. Eula, finally eat. We'll get there. But just let me have a quick break. Let me have a quick break, and we will get back to it, folks. We will get back to it really quick. But for now, I need to brew me some coffee, folks. So sit tight. I'll be back very soon. Hopefully, not too long. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Sorry that I'm a little bit late. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Hold on. Testing. Testing. Okay. Welcome back, myself. Welcome back, me. Welcome back, me. I needed this. I need this. Welcome back, me indeed. Thank you, Steve. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's see. Who's next? Okay, Eula. Eula. There we go. Eula. Finally. Oh my goodness. So this is Eula. Ooh, this is interesting. A rebellious descendant of the old aristocracy who is always out on the battlefield. As one born into the old aristocracy, carrying the bloodline of sinners, Eula has needed a unique approach to the world to navigate the towering walls of prejudice peacefully. Of course, this does not prevent her from severing ties with a clan. As the outstanding Spindrift Knight, she hunts down Mondstadt's enemies in the wild to exact a unique vengeance. Interesting. So, a giant ice sword, coal-piercing gaze, and a skin-tight bodysuit. Oh, we like that. We like that indeed. Almost like a wrestling outfit, actually. Can be certainly fashioned one. So, a Spindrift Knight, whatever that may mean. Whatever that may mean. Clearly part of Mondstadt. Oh, I just forgot to mention. The coffee I brewed was a pretty unique one. It's quinoa coffee. I'm not sure if the quinoa is caffeinated, or if the quinoa is the caffeine here. Like, either way, it's quinoa coffee. I'll have a sip of it once it cools down a bit. Oh, and her nickname is Dance of the Shimmering Wave. She's also super graceful. A lot of her trailer shows her dancing. Ah, I see. So, a little bit of an ice princess in that sense, eh? Okay. So, in that case, by the way, do I sound okay? Do I sound too soft, too loud? Let me know, dudes. Let me know. Let's see now. And you start moving the splash out to the right. It's time to fill up a little bit. Powerhouse, grappler, high flyer, striker, or two, no wrestling. So she's graceful. But she has a bit of a dark past. So I'd imagine she'd be really good with kicks. Striker, probably. I could see it. In spite of having all this immense baggage behind it with a evil clan, and she's got good dancing skills. Also, audio's good. That's good. I do agree. I do think she's a striker. But you know, her movements is gonna be super graceful and stuff. Like when she comes out and stuff with her Spindrift Knight gimmick, it'll come out really like nice and elegant. But when it comes down to combat, however, she'll just big boot the absolute piss out of folks. Absolute piss. What can she do here? Oh. And her finishing move. Easy. The axe kick. A running axe kick. Kicks someone in the gut, hits the ropes, jumps up in the air, massive axe kick to the back of the head. There you go. Nice and simple. She's got all that baggage behind her, but she has put it behind her so that she can focus on the task at hand. Absolutely. Simple, but effective. Next up, this character I really have no clue about at all. I didn't even know this character existed. Everyone else I have at least heard their name before. Not this one, however. Faruzan. She's from Sumeru. She is a renowned professor of the Sumeru Academia and member of the Haravatat Darshan. She recently returned to the academia after solving a puzzle and escaped the ruins that trapped her a century ago. Oh, she's old. Is she a mommy? Is she a mommy? She looks quite youthful for a mommy, I must say. Surprisingly, for someone who's been trapped for a century, her outfit looks very, very clean. Like, she looks like well, unfortunately, she looks like a lamp. I'm sorry, but she looks like a lamp. Why does she look like a lamp? She looks like a stained glass lamp. I'm sorry. So she's good with machinery. A tech whiz. Yes. But she's stuck there. But she's stuck in those ruins for literally a century. Oh, that must like do some strange things to your mind. And she solved the puzzle too. Okay, so she still has her wits about her. She's not like she's gone insane. I think. I dare say she's a grappler. Yep, she's a grappler. Yeah, all the wits about her head, she's still a grappler. Took her long enough to solve the puzzle to help that will let her out. But I guess it takes a particularly intelligent one to solve it. So it's a machinist indeed. So in a wrestler sense, she will make all sorts of contraptions. I can imagine her. She'd be the sort that will like create all sorts of unique exercises. Yes. She will create all sorts of different workout machines, all sorts of different crazy workout machines to create a unique fitness routine to get her into the best shape possible for wrestling. Because she's good at machining, right? And puzzle solving. There you go. That's a unique gimmick right there. A fitness machine designer wrestler. There you go. That's a unique niche right there. And so, because she's good at all that, that means she's also pretty good with the technical graps as well. I'd say. She knows leverage. She knows how to hyperextend a limb. Classic cross arm breaker and arm bar. There you go. Classic arm bar. Okay. Let's see who's next. Okay. Official. Official, I believe, is oh yes, I'm very much a Mondstadt character. Oh gods. Fischl von Luftschloss. Wait. Fischl von Luftschloss. Narfedort. She is an investigator for Mondstadt's Adventurers Guild, accompanied by the Night Raven Oz, a daring adventurer with seemingly outlandish theories that happen to turn out to be true. She claims to hail from a world beyond Tevat. Are we really surprised here? Are we really surprised here? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her! Look at her signature pose right here. Look at what she's wearing. Her full name, even. Even the fact that she has a giant raven named Oz. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's too ooh. She's too adorbs. She's so chuny. She's so ooh. She's going to be one of Alachino's kids. Poor thing. Poor thing. Poor thing. Poor thing. If anything, yeah, she's going to be a valet. She's going to be the valet with all these hopes and dreams. And she will assist, Alachino. She will assist Alachino. She'll accompany, let's say another wrestler, you know, maybe a guy wrestler, and she'll be the eye candy, boom, boom, snapping all these great poses, but she herself is a little bit too delulu to be part of the Solulu, you know? So yeah. Too ooh, no wrestling. So no finish of her, because again, you're too ooh, no wrestling. Okay, this character. Am I familiar with this one? Oh, okay, this is Freminate. Fremini? I don't know how to say this freaking character's name. Oh wow. Taste of the quinoa coffee. I don't know what to feel about this. It's not really bitter at all. It's not really bitter at all. It has that graininess that quinoa has, which is quite nice. Makes it very pleasant, very easy drinking. No bitterness. Not bad. All right. Little traumatized diaper boy. What a way to describe him. What a way to describe Feminine. Okay, let's see this. A taciturn young man and an expert diver, his heart remains as innocent as the fairy tales that never cease to absorb him. Despite his skills and experiences as a professional diver, Fremnet prefers to stay out of the spotlight, content to simply carry out orders and find peace next to the Tagalga and maritime flowers underwater. So he does sound like he's a traumatized diver boy. Let's see now. Typical boyish design, very like prep school, like private school, sort of a look to it. Very fancy. Does diving too. Kind of a fish out of water thing, I must say. Kind of a fish out of water thing. Where would he fit into this? Doesn't come off like a powerhouse at all. A grappler. High flyer. So he would be. So his whole shtick is that he is a professional diver, a diving gimmick. That's a tough one to work with. I must say that's a tough one to work with in a pro wrestling context. Like if I were to zap him with a pro wrestling beam, pro wrestlify him, well, that would be an awkward gimmick for him, I must say. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, okay. You guys might find this kind of mean. I find it's kind of mean. It's not as bad as what I did to as what I did to Diona, but it's also a little bit mean. He's too well known at wrestling, but where does he fit in then? Where does he fit in into the world of wrestling? Well, we need a sound crew. We need crew members in the wrestling to make a wrestling production, a wrestling show. You need someone to man the soundboard. You need someone to man the lights. He is your jack of all trades gopher, a crew member, a runner. He does everything. He's part of the production. He knows everything there is to know. You might even say he's a producer to a certain point. He's got the know-how, he's got the technical skills. But maybe not like at the highest rank. He's still like the guy actively on the ground, just running everywhere, doing everything possible. Fixing up the ring, handling the sounds, handling the lights. He could be the guy actually at the soundboard itself, doing all the cues. He could have the job one day. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. See, I know. It's like I play this game. It's like I play this game. I don't. There you go, Feminine. There you go. There is a place for everyone in professional wrestling. Even if you're not physically capable of wrestling. Let's see now. Okay, I know a lot of folks are excited for this one right here. I know a lot of folks are excited for this one right here. Next up is Furina, who I gotta say, when I first saw this, I was like, I hope you guys can see this clearly, because she has the most obnoxious splash art in the entire game. I swear. Like when you look at this and like say something like Amber, look at Amber's. This is Amber's, and this is Furina. Look at the difference in character in the size. She doesn't even have any like special effects behind. Amber does not have any special effects behind her at all. Furina has this gigantic ice wonderland thing going for her, and as a result, it just makes her look tiny in her splash art. Kind of hard. It's tough to even see her face and outfit to an extent. Okay. But let's touch on the lore first. Well, she is known as a spotlight enjoyer. Ah, I see. Okay. Finally! Furina de Fontaine, introduced as the flamboyant and overconfident Hydro Archon. Furina's theatrics are eventually revealed to be a public persona, which she later discussed in favor of living a relatively humble life as an actress and artistic consultant. Is this our first god? Is this our first god? Like it says that she's a Hydro Archon. That's a god, right? That's a god, right? So this god is an actress and artistic consultant. This is our first god. Holy crap. Yeah, but it's complicated. I see. We're not getting into the whole lore of it, but It says here she's the Hydro Archon. So she's all about that water power. Ooh. And she's all artistic. And in actual, she's a pro wrestler. She's a pro wrestler. You just described this. Hello, welcome to Captain Cornelius. It's a long story, eh? I see. We don't have time for a long story. We have to make a decision as to whether she's a powerhouse, grappler, high flyer, striker, or is she too uwu? No, I gotta say, no, I am not putting in too uwu. No, she looks cute. No, really nice outfit. No, super. I can see this as an amazing entrance gear. But the fact that she is a Hydro Archon, the fact that she's an actress. Where do I want to put her? And it looks like she's like the biggest. Ooh, slightly spicy take by me. I think she's a powerhouse. She is what we call a tiny powerhouse. She looks a bit diminutive, but she's literally a water god. Like, that's a gimmick. She is literally, if I were to zap her and pro wrestling fire her, should I tell about that? I don't. You don't have to spoil me if you don't wanna. So, she's got all these incredible powers, and let's just say when she's fluid in the ring, she tossing people like no one's business. Gets creative with it too. So she is she our first pint-sized powerhouse? She is our first pint-sized powerhouse. A tiny figure belies just some incredible strength. Like, it feels like a tidal wave when she starts to suplex people around. Her finisher? Easy. Chaos Theory, aka the O'Connor roll into a deadlift German suplex. So it's that crazy looking thing where she pushes the opponent to the corner, pulls them back into a roll, so she rolls them up. And when she stands up on her feet, she uses that momentum to lift them up into a massive German suplex. Like water, baby. There you go. Furina. That covers all the characters starting with the letter F. And now we go on to G, H, and J. Oh boy. Oh, apologies. I just realized that my BGM might be a little bit loud. Was my BGM a little bit loud? Do let me know, folks. Let's see. Who's up first? It should be him, but let me just check very quickly. Oh, okay. Next one. Oh god. How do you say his name? How do you say this character's name? Because I know how to say his name. Okay? Like, I know it's supposed to be Cornelius Lau. Alau. But I call myself Cornelius Low. Because I'm an uptown lowlife. What do you guys call him? Actually, how do they pronounce his name in Genshin Impact, actually? I'm actually kind of curious. How do they pronounce his name? Okay, let me read this. Oh, he's got a pretty long lore here. Born in Qiaoying village, Gaming left his birthplace after an impasse with his father to pursue his passion and become a professional wushu dancer, training constantly to make the dance popular throughout Tibet. However, with his dream career turning out to be financially unsustainable by itself, oh god, He also took up a job as a guard for the Sword and Strongbox Secure Transport Agency, primarily escorting goods and people to and from Yilong Wharf. His diligence and friendliness have earned him renown, and he is considered to be the best guard in the agency. This man literally has a progressing career. Oh my god, never mind telling him to a progressor. He is a progressor. He literally has a progressing career. Oh my god. Oh my god, you have no idea how much this actually rings true. Like, the number of pro wrestlers who also hustles as a guard or does security. Oh god, I literally personally know a couple like that. A couple of pro wrestlers like that, doing that kind of a job. Oh my god, this man is actually a pro wrestler already. And yet, is he a gamer? Is he a gamer? Okay, wait, I just saw his full name. Oh my god. Yip Gaming. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I love that. Well, I know for a fact that there was some like controversy with his name, because like why the hell is his name Gaming? No. His name is Gaming. It's just that the creator of Genshin Impact, again, that they're from China after all. This game is made in China. So they are very, very well aware on the pun, on the wordplay being done here. So the way to actually say his name in Cantonese is Gaming. And my Cantonese is really, really rough. You know, 我的普話完全唔好, you know. But I know for a fact that it's Gaming. And I gotta say, okay, I think he is a 4-star, right? Is he a 4-star? He is a 4-star. But my god, he's got this whole lion dance thing. That is incredible. This lion dance obviously. He literally has a lion dance gimmick. Believe it or not, folks, I have seen that before. I have seen legitimately a tag team where they are lion dancers. You know, where it's literally this. You guys know what Chinese lion dance is? You guys know what Chinese lion dance is? It's where you have this huge lion mannequin that covers your body and even the back as well. So it's a 2-man thing, and you basically dance like a lion, move like a lion. It's incredible. It's one of the great traditions of great Chinese traditions. Actually, it's great. So yeah, this is basically, and just to hear that this is unsustainable. Oh, that hits hard. Because that's so pro wrestling. That is so pro wrestling. Oh my goodness. You got the team name? I gotta do my research on this because it sounds sick. Let me try to find this. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. Let me try to find it. I might be able to. Just give me a very quick bit. Where I saw this from is from a place called 角斗之王, aka King of Pro Wrestling. They're not a very active company, because I actually am not sure if they're still active now. They do have videos, but the last video was literally 3 years ago. I do not know if they're still like currently active. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing. Oh, okay. I found a freaking match. Oh my god. I actually found a match. It's the Lion Dance brothers, Jason Wang and Shen Fei, versus James Drake and Zombie Dragon. Yes, James Drake from the Grizzled Young Veterans. And Zombie Dragon? I didn't realize Zombie Dragon was in this. Holy crap. I think this was like this. And I saw who the referee was. Oh, this is wild. So I believe I need to check on this. Is this the right one to see? It is. Yeah, they literally come out in an actual lion. They literally come out in an actual lion. Oh, is this company? Wait, Steven, you know it? You know about 角斗之王? What? What? I've seen some of the cards on Cage. Oh, Cage Match. Ah, good old Cage Match. Holy crap! You know about 角斗之王? You know about King of Pro Wrestling? That is wild. Holy crap. Yeah. Actually, I'm so confused with KOPW. Because they actually have a decent crowd here, even from this match alone. And I know that I think that this is filmed in Shenzhen, South China, which I know actually does show wrestling on a regular. But I do not know if they're still active or not. Let me check really quick. I'm looking at the Facebook, and literally the last post was in 2019. Yeah, I'm terminally on that site. Oh god, okay. I'm not. I don't know. I know that Cage Match is where everything pro wrestling is recorded on. I know I'm on it. I just don't. Yeah, for some reason I just don't get involved. I just don't trawl around KOPW. I mean, sorry, Cage Match. Yeah, what happened to KOPW? I'm so confused actually. Maybe they are more active on like Bilibili or something. I haven't a clue. Yeah, which is wild because they've got like a huge. I mean, they actually got like a really big audience. They say they have a show coming up in July. Actually, where did you see this news? Where did you see this news? Like on Cage Match. That is wild. That is wild to see. So yeah, Gaming is already the man already is living the freaking wrestler gimmick. So where does he go in? He's a striker. What? Of course he's a striker. Of course he's a striker. He does wushu, which is basically like wushu, which is basically what you use, which is basically your fundamentals for lion dance. He's a striker. He's got them educated feet. He's got the lion head that he can literally use as a freaking battering ram. His finishing move is the top rope headbutt. Diving headbutt is his maneuver. Oh my god. Yep. Diving headbutt. Only a crazy fool would use that these days. And that includes him. All the best to Gaming. Even before he got pro wrestling fight, he's already living the pro wrestling career. He will adapt. No worries. It's like his life. It's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna turn you into a pro wrestler. Psh, no. Anything about me change? Huh? Doesn't look like anything's changed about you. Oh gosh, my life is the same. Yep, that's his life. Whoa. That is so exactly like it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Gaming. Next up. Everyone's favorite. Ganyu. Oh, Ganyu. I don't know. Everyone's favorite goat mom. Everyone's favorite goat mom. Let's see. Everyone's favorite goat mom. The secretary to the Liyue Qixing. The blood of both human and illuminated beast flows within her veins. Graceful and quiet by nature, yet the gentle disposition of Qilin sees not even the slightest conflict with even the most arduous of workloads. After all, Ganyu firmly believes that all the work she does is in honor of a contract with Rex Lapis, seeking the well-being of all living things within Liyue. Ooh, interesting. Where do you guys see Ganyu at? Well, firstly, as simple designs as it is, I know for a fact that folks adore Ganyu. She's basically if Toria was anime. If Toria was an anime waifu, she would be Ganyu. That's basically what she is. So I know for a fact that folks love Ganyu. Because she very much comes off like, you know, the soft mummy type. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I'm looking at myself right here, and the cracks in my mouth really does extend like, literally like, so much on the right side of my face. Caught me off guard there for some reason. I don't know why I want to point it out, but yes, goat mom. Everyone loves goat mom. Simple design, really elegant, very elegant, very much the epitome of elegance, actually. Especially in Mondstadt, in the earlier days of Genshin. How are we feeling? So, you know, her gentle disposition does seem to belie essentially godlike strength, because she's half Qilin, for Pete's sakes. Like, if I'm not wrong, Qilin is seen as like the most powerful mythological creature in Chinese mythology, like the most powerful. So she's a top tier character, easy. Clearly frosty magic. So she's got the whole Qilin wrestler gimmick on, which I gotta say, wow! Imagine repping the Qilin as your motif as a wrestler. That is bold AF. Grappler? I think a grappler. For the simple fact that that when you think you got her, you don't. She just looks so utterly unassuming, but somehow, some way, she'll end up tying you up in ways that you can't believe. Like, she doesn't look like she moves fast, but she a sense of timing, ability to twist you up in ways that you didn't expect at all. Like, literally, I can imagine one of her moves just literally just tripping you, and that will just spell absolute disaster for you. And she's just got such incredible game sense in a way. And when push comes to shove. What's a finisher? What's a finisher befitting of a Qilin, eh? Any ideas? Any ideas, Mina? I don't know why I thought this. A Dragon Rana. You not sure what that is? If you know what a Frankensteiner is, basically, she jumps off the top rope, front flips, lands on the opponent, powerbomb style, but Frankenstein's off of that. So using that momentum to pin you. That's a Dragon Rana. That's the level of technical acumen that she's got, that she can pull off something that insane. That's Ganyu for you. That's animatorial for you. Oh man. Oh man. She certainly has the legs for exactly. Exactamundo. Okay, let's see now. Oh, I gotta say, oh man, where is this? Okay, yeah, we just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. Okay, wow, we're not even. I gotta admit, I am like losing steam here, guys. I've been streaming for more than 3 hours already. Oh. Okay, as fun as this has been, and generally this has been fun, I think I need to call it, folks. I'm losing it. And I know for a fact that if I get too exhausted, I cannot. My brain. Oh jeez. Wow, I cannot believe there's so many already. Okay, tell you what. I will very likely do a gorilla stream tomorrow. Probably tomorrow night or something like that. I will add more characters to this. And I will do a third part. So there'll be 3 parts to this Genshin Impact Pro Wrestler stream. Because I absolutely need 3 streams for this. Holy crap. Squeezing 83 characters into this type of stream is insane. It's insane. So, I'm just yeah, it has to be. So tomorrow, I will add more characters to this. Maybe like 20 more, just to space things out a little bit better. Just to space out better. Yeah. I'm good. But I am like nearing my limit here. So yeah, just so that I can give everyone a fair shake. Give everyone a fair shake. I'm a call here. So I'm sorry, Klee. I wanted to talk about you, Klee, but I was literally talking about literally more than 30 other characters already. Actually, how many have I done? 5, 13, 18, 27, 32. Holy schmolies. Yep. 32. Okay. I'll add like maybe like 15 more tomorrow or something. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to a gorilla stream of part 2 of this. Okay. Alright. So if you wish, folks, you can follow me on Twitter and TikTok and even Instagram as well. If you wish, just check out all my socials in the description down below. Cornelius is now closing shop. My Cornelius never closed in your hearts. See you tomorrow, Mina. See you tomorrow.